Okay, hi guys. I hope I'm audible. I hope I'm visible. I just want to see the chat box. I want to see everybody state yes. Then we can go ahead and start. Waiting for the yeses on both the app and on YT. Hello, hello. Welcome to Smart Techniques to Crack Quant. Just waiting to hear yes, no. Okay, I'm seeing everybody on the app. Yes. Waiting for YT as well. If we can get nothing is visible, sir, or audible. Nothing is visible, audible. So many are saying yes. So I'm sure everything is audible and visible. Divya, must be some issue at your end. I'm just waiting for the same on at the end of YT on YouTube, whether I'm audible or visible. If some of you all can just go on YT and just state, yeah, yes. Simple. Otherwise, I'll need to just wait before we go ahead and kickstart. Good evening, good evening. Hey, Rohit. Okay, so it's good to see everything's fine. Hey, Shweta, Moin, Kiera, Nikhil. Hello, hello. Good evening, Anandi, Omdas. Perfect. I'm just waiting for a couple of yeses on YT before we kickstart today's session. I'm audible and visible. Thanks for that, Vikas. Thanks for that. Vadri is saying voice is not coming. So, Badri, on kar lo yaar. आवाज तेज कर लो सुनाई देगा. Now everything is okay, so I'm guessing everything's fine at my end. Lovely, perfect. Good evening, guys. Good evening. Again, can one of you all just go on YT and say yes to me as well? I think it's a subscribers only mode, so I'm unsure whether it started there or not. I remember you giving a session last year, but it was much closer to the exam date, I believe. Aditya, yeah, I think around 10th or 11th. In fact, some of the questions might be the same. Concepts would obviously be the same. But all different types of questions that we'll go ahead and cover in today's session. Okay, hi, good evening. Hello, everybody. I hope this is all good. Sir, how to eliminate RC parajumbles? Parajumble में theta eliminate क्या करोगे? Okay, sir, I have a doubt. What if the language of the question is very difficult? How can we solve it rather than skipping it? If the language is something that you do not understand, obviously you will not be able to solve it. You would have to leave it, and only then will you be able to go ahead and continue with it, right? As the D day is coming closer, feeling butterflies in stomach. Okay, that's okay. Don't be too worried. Don't be too tense. It's fine. Butterflies are good. I remember Sachin Tendulkar going ahead and categorically stating, the date I realized that I am no longer nervous, the date I realized that I'm no longer tense, that was the day I realized that I had to give up cricket, because nervousness is good. Nerves are very, very good. If you have nerves, then you'll go ahead and do quite well. But if you are tense, then that's a negative funda. So that negativity needs to be out of the picture. So I'm just waiting for a second for my team to just clarify that it's working on YT. Aditi, others, can you just confirm once that it's working on YT? Can somebody just reply on YT once? Aditi, can you, it's subscribers only mode, so I am not able to see any messages there. So if somebody can go ahead and just reply on YT so that I know everything's fine. Okay, lovely. So messages on YT are not viewable. If somebody can just go ahead and do that, I'll be able to see it. On the app is fine. Aditya saying Tita को ही eliminate करने के लिए पूछा. Tita में eliminate क्या करोगे? You can eliminate the question. You can leave it all together. But nothing else. Theta can only be eliminated. Just give me a second. So working on YT. Okay. So just give me a second, guys. Just give me a second and we'll start. I just need to have a sip of water. Just give me a second, please. And I'll start. Thank you. Okay, sorry for that. Some issue here, no problem. Let's go ahead and let's kickstart the session. I am able to see lot of yes in YT. Okay, lovely. There is some issue I think at my end where because of which I'm not able to see YT at all, and hence I'm not able to see ki kya hai. I think the team will resolve that and we'll start. Okay, so good evening. Hello, hi, welcome. to today's session. Sorry for the slight 5-7 minute delay. We were just checking a few tech issues. Couple of things in today's session. Okay. First and foremost, there are a lot of questions that I'm going to go ahead and solve. Okay, there are a lot of questions. There are close to almost 20 to 25 questions that I've kept here, which predominantly means that it's almost like a sectional test. Usse bhi thoda zyada, few questions more than that. So are you going to teach us about quants today? I'm not going to teach. So today is no longer about me going ahead and explaining any concepts. Today what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and solve the, if you read this, smart techniques to ace quant, it's just going to be smart ways of solving quant. There is no teaching. It's going to be unique ways of solving, how to understand the language, use it, how to utilize options, how to do substitution, how to change something from the given question to a generalized format and go ahead and solve, and much, much more. Okay? So all of that and much, much more is what we're going to do. So sometimes the video is buffering in the app. So anybody who's facing an issue with respect to the app, just go to YT. Just go to YT, watch it. There might be some issue at your end. YT jao, follow, subscribe, and just watch it. So the funda today is I am not going to teach you mathematics. I am going to showcase to you कि math and quant में फर्क क्या है. We have roughly about 24-25 questions, all of them previous year CAT questions, many of them from the last 3-4 years, and I'm going to show you, hacks. I'm going to show you smarter ways of solving it. I'm going to show you how you can utilize options. I'm going to show you how you can guess an answer even if it's theta and go ahead and do back calculation. I'm going to show you how you can turn around and ensure that the options are changed to generalized formats and so on and so forth. Is that part clear? सबको समझ आ गया आज क्या होने वाला है? The funda is very, very simple. Today's session is going to help two kinds of people. Kind one, the first person it's going to help is, well, those of you who are still feeling मेरा 90 percentile नहीं आएगा. We know 90 percentile in CAT over the last 2 years, all you needed was roughly around 17 to 18 marks. 12-13 के आसपास you were getting 80 percentile, 90 percentile was about 17-18 marks. That means about 6 questions. Guaranteed what we are going to do today is going to get you there. Number one. I want to hear the CCs on YT as well. The CCs on YT as well. Once they start coming, then I know that it is fine. Okay, so that's the first thing. So I'm seeing the CCs here on the app. Lovely. CCs on YT as well would be good. Okay, so 90 percentile is 17.8. So it's going to help you all who are still worrying कि मेरा 90 percentile कैसे आएगा, मेरे को वो कैसे मिलेगा, and so on and so forth. Okay, that's number one. The second type of people whom it's going to help is those of you who are around 95 percentile and are thinking अब मैं 99 कैसे जाऊं. Well, for most of y'all, what you need to go ahead and do is you need to go ahead and think of the smarter ways. You need to go ahead and think of the smarter ways in which you will go ahead and answer. Right? The smarter ways in which you will go ahead and answer. So how do I increase speed? How do I ensure that there is a possibility that I can attempt 2 more questions, 3 more questions, and so on and so forth? Okay, that's basically what we're going to go ahead and do. Okay? Cool, hai? Lovely. So these are the two kinds of people that today's session is going to help. Those not at 90, कैसे 90 पहुंचोगे? Second, those who are around 95, तुम लोग 95 से 99 कैसे पहुंचोगे? ठीक है? Sir, as 3.5 lakh people have registered for CAT, is this something to be concerned about? What changes are possible? Not at all. That's a great thing. More and more people are realizing that an MBA degree is something that is going to go ahead and help them. So there could be nothing which is better than that. Having said that, what is going to be very, very important at this point in time is forgetting about all that noise. Become like the Indian cricket team. You have 1.3, 1.4 billion people expecting you to win the World Cup. Well, if you allow that to put on more pressure to you, you will not win 7 out of 7 matches. That's exactly what you need to be. You need to have Mamba mentality. You need to have the mentality of the Indian cricket team. हम सब जीतेंगे. हम एक नहीं जीतेंगे, हम सब जीतेंगे. ठीक है? That's the funda. Let me just solve one thing on this laptop again. Just give me a second, please, guys. Okay, I am back. So I hope you understood the cricket analogy. A lot of that will keep coming today. So do not worry about it. Cricket analogy मेरी आती रहेगी, ठीक है? Just give me a second again. Okay, perfect, cool. Sounds good. So So that's the funda. That's predominantly who is going to help. There was a slight tech issue once again, just resolving it so that there is no buffering that you all face. So let's officially go ahead and kickstart. First, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a slight preview. I done 10 questions from arithmetic and algebra in QA, so should I go for geometry or not, or I improve between these two sessions? यार बहुत ही simple सी चीज है. If you've done 10 questions already, that's a score of 30. And if you're first and foremost, the thing that I would like to do is, if I've done 10 questions, I would like to ensure that I am going ahead and first revising them, ताकि वो 30 marks में मेरे को 30 मिल गया. Once I know that, I know I'm 97, 98 percentile plus. Now, if I have time, I will look at other questions. सबसे पहले तो ensure the 10 you attempted, you've gotten it all right. I hope that part is clear. I hope everybody is clear with that. ठीक है? सबसे पहले 30 में 30 लाना is जरूरी. So don't go ahead solving more marks. That's not imperative. Ensuring that you go ahead and you get what you attempted right is the first priority that you have to have. Okay? Cool. But I was able to solve 6 arithmetic and 1 number system. That is good. Recent All India mock में 21 में with 100% accuracy, 7 questions you attempted and you got all 7 right. That's lovely, Kush. So that means you're on track. That means you don't need to worry about anything else. 7 attempted, 7 right is absolutely fine. So the moment you've done that, you've hit 90 to 93 percentile in CAT. Now, if you can attempt more, great. But first, I want everybody to focus on accuracies. Okay? How to keep myself energized for the last section. I always state this, your practice needs to be emulation of CAT, which means जब मैं घर में practice कर रहा हूँ, I need to ensure first I'm doing verbal, followed by DLR, followed by quant. होता क्या हम लोग क्वांट प्रैक्टिस करते हैं ड्यूरिंग द डे, ड्यूरिंग द मॉर्निंग व्हेन आई एम एब्सोल्युटली एनर्जाइज्ड, एंड देन आई टर्न अराउंड एंड स्टेट यार इतने मार्क्स अब मेरे को जब मैं नॉर्मल सेक्शनल कर रहा हूँ या टॉपिक कर रहा हूँ उसमें आ रहे हैं, पर जब मैं मॉक लिख रहा हूँ तब नहीं आ रहे, बिकॉज द मेंटालिटी इज डिफरेंट. व्हेन यू आर राइटिंग अ मॉक यू आर ऑलरेडी ड्रेन्ड, 80 मिनट्स इन हो चुके हैं 2 सेक्शन, डीएलआर शायद अच्छा ना गया हो, टेंशन में हो एंड मल्टीपल अदर थिंग्स. सो यू डोंट वांट सच अ थिंग टू हैपन. ठीक है? सो बी वेरी वेरी केयरफुल अबाउट दैट. Clear? Okay. So let's have a look at this. This is predominantly what the CAT paper has been over the last 2 years. Okay. Last 2 years का अगर आप देखोगे, what you will see is, if you look at arithmetic plus algebra roughly 13 to 15 questions तो मिलने ही है 100%. Arithmetic plus algebra 13 to 15. So if you look at it 14, 11 to 13, so वो तो होना ही है, right? I think there is a typo here. Modern math का जो है, so this is 14 questions in CAT 2019. At that time the paper pattern was there were more questions. It wasn't just 22, it was 34 questions. There were 10 questions in numbers, there were 10 questions if you look at it from arithmetic in 2020. There were 7 to 10 here, 8 to 9 here. Now you add both of these, suddenly here you are looking somewhere around 13 to 14 questions for sure. You're looking roughly about 13 to 15 questions for sure. You're looking at 16 to 18 questions for sure. You're looking at almost 25 questions for sure. So you need to keep in mind that arithmetic plus algebra में बहुत सारा आएगा. ठीक है? सबसे पहले. Next part is, if you look at it post that, geometry plus numbers plus modern math. Last year, roughly about 5-6 questions. The year before that, about 5-6 questions. The year before that, probably about 7-8 questions. So the first point of focus is यार arithmetic and algebra को मेरे को handle करना है, उसमें से marks निकालने हैं. 1000 बार बोल चुका हूँ, फिर से बोलूंगा. Today, however, what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it. When it comes to smart techniques and smarter ways of solving, arithmetic में I'm not going to be able to give you a lot of magic masala. But I'm going to give you a lot of magic masala when it comes to algebra, when it comes to geometry. Arithmetic में yes, I'll pick up a few questions and showcase how you can utilize options. But algebra and geometry में we'll have a lot of fun today, where we are going to go ahead and see what are the different ways of going ahead and solving. This same thing is represented in a tabular format in case you all are interested कि कितने questions आए थे. That's about it. Percentile perspective से somebody asked me 95 percentile कितने पे आएगा? Last 2 years, as you can see, roughly about 8 questions. So what do I want you all to keep in mind? I want you all to keep in mind, sectional cutoff अगर मुझे clear चाहिए, मेरे को 4 net correct चाहिए. If I want to get 90 percentile, I need roughly 6 net correct. If I want to get 95, I need roughly 8 net correct. If I want to get 99, I need roughly 11 to 12 net correct. Now this is basis last 2 years. If the paper turns out to be slightly easier, like I expect it to be, Lucknow type. If it turns out to be slightly easier, look at 2020. Then things will change. For 80 percentile, you need about 5 questions. For 90, about 8. For 95, about 10. For 99, about 15. The methodology that I am going to pick up today, usme guaranteed in CAT, you will be able to solve about 6 to 8 questions. I have picked up questions from the last few years as well, where you will see that, actual CAT question of 2018, 2020, 2022, 2021, where we are applying the fundas that we use today. Okay? Few mantras which I want you to remember, few things which I want you to keep in your mind. Number one, you can cross 95 percentile even if you don't know geometry and numbers, no problem. कॉन्सेप्ट बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस रादर देन फॉर्मूला बेस्ड. ये नहीं है फॉर्मूला लर्न करके बैठ जाओगे एंड यू विल बी एबल टू डू वेल इन कैट. दिस नॉट एसएससी. नॉट एसएससी वेर यू नो ओनली 5 टाइप्स ऑफ क्वेश्चन विल कम. उन 5 टाइप्स ऑफ क्वेश्चन को सॉल्विंग आना चाहिए, फॉर्मूला आना चाहिए और वो हो जाएगा. कैट इज कॉन्सेप्ट बेस्ड. नो योर कॉन्सेप्ट्स वेरी वेरी वेल. इफ यू डोंट नो देम देन इट विल बी अ प्रॉब्लम. And finally, focus on questions that are from your areas of strength. Once again, go back to what I stated about the number of questions. उतने number of questions मुझे करने हैं. That's it. Are we ready? Should I officially go ahead and kickstart solving? Should we officially go ahead and start living up to the name of the session, which is Smart Techniques to Solve Questions, and start off with the very first question? The methodology I'm going to have today is very, very simple. I'm going to go ahead and put a question. I'm going to give you 30 to 45 seconds to understand it. Try solving it. Nahi hua, then I'm going to pick it up and solve it. And we won't take more than 30 to 45 seconds to solve anything. Okay? In CAT Quantitative, I am able to solve 9 to 10 easily, but not more than 4 to 5 in slot 2, 3. Does difficulty level increase? Difficulty across slots might be different, which is why there is something called normalization. I want replies. CC means crystal clear. So if you understand, start off with CCs, otherwise with yes, and we'll go ahead and we'll kickstart. So IFT Delhi का क्या cut off रहेगा? First year है, difficult to know right now. I would like to see whether IFT Delhi focuses on a mixture of profile based calls like it was last year. I had a video which was made on that as well. Then basis different profiles, different cut off रहेगा. I'll create a separate video for IFT Delhi. Okay, let's go ahead and kickstart. Okay. So before we start, those on YT, go like the session quickly. Go like the question. My team will kill me if you don't do this. So I need to do it. Otherwise, मेरे को आने नहीं देते यार वो लोग session में. Jokes apart, go like the session. Let's quickly go ahead and start. Okay. First question on your screen. Ab. Okay, KBC starts now. Okay. In an election, there were 4 candidates and 80% of the registered voters casted their votes. One of the candidates received 30% of the casted votes, while the other 3 candidates received the remaining casted votes in the proportion 1:2:3. If the winner of the election received 2512 votes more than the candidate with the second highest votes, then the number of registered voters was. And as you can see, it is CAT 2022 slot 2. Now, agar memory se pata hai, great. But I would also want you all to turn around and tell me how you're solving. Okay. How you are solving, that is more important. Memory is not important. Solving it is not important. How you're solving, the methodology to get it right ASAP. Okay. So I have one answer from Aditya. Okay. Let me change the view. I think public view is on. So let me change it to public view off. Just makes it better. Otherwise answers everybody will know. Okay, perfect. So I've gotten 1, 2, 3, 4 answers by now. 4 answers, 5 answers now. 5 answers. I hope you can't see each other's answers on the app. I hope you can't see each other's answers on the app. It's important. On YT also I'm getting a lot of answers. Lovely, lovely. Brilliant. A lot of y'all have answered. Let's look at this question. In an election, there were 4 candidates. Okay. There are 4 candidates and 80% of the registered voters casted their votes. Now the number of people casting votes will always be a natural number. Yes or no? The number of people casting votes will always be a natural number. Yes or no? Oh, you can see each other's. So I think it's become public view. Let's remove it from public view. I'll do it. Okay, my bad. Okay. So now we're back. Okay. So in an election, there were 4 candidates. 80% of the registered voters casted their vote. Now, obviously, all of you all know that if 80% of the registered voters casted their vote, 80% of the registered voters casted their vote, that means if the registered voters is whatever the number of registered voters is, 80% of that has to be a natural number. Yes or no? Yes or no? 80% has to be a natural number. Correct? All of you all know that. That means ये जो सारे options है इसका 80% should be a natural number. 80% of 60288. Will it be a natural number? 80% is 4/5. This into 4 by 5. 5 does not divide this completely. It won't be a natural number. This into 4 by 5. 5 does not divide this completely. It won't be a natural number. That means the only two options, it is still public. Aditi, if you're there, can you just ensure that the view goes back to non-public? My bad. Okay, 80% has to, 80% as I was talking about, 80% of it, right? It has to be a natural number. So what happens is B and C, it's no longer a natural number, correct? B, so the only possibility is the answer has to be B or C. Am I correct? Am I clear till here, everybody? Everybody? Clear? Yes, no? Can somebody reply? I want to know. 80% of the total has to be a natural number, correct? Yes, no? Are we clear? Everybody? Correct? So the answer is either B or C. Answer is either B or C. Now look here. Of one of the candidates received 30% of the casted votes. That means this candidate received how many? He received 30% of the casted votes. So 30% of 80%, matlab 24% of the total. Yes or no? Matlab 24% of the total. So 24% of the total जो है should also be a natural number. 24% should also be a natural number. So this into 24 by 100 into 24 by 100. 10 gaya. Now this 10 will not get cancelled. This will become 502.4 into 24, which is not a natural number. Only possible answer is option B, and we are done. Is that clear? Is that clear? Everyone? Is that clear? Is everybody clear? Absolutely crystal clear, everybody. CC, lovely. I love the CCs. I love the CCs. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So I hope you understood. Simple method of solving it. I did not even need to read all of this. 2, 5, 1, 2, 1:2:3. कोई जरूरत पड़ी? So Guru Priya is asking why 24%? Because one of the candidates received 30% of the casted votes. Casted votes were 80%. So 30% of 80%, 30% of 80% is 24%. Clear? Simple? Easy peasy? Easy peasy? Clear? So I will once again repeat, 24% of the casted vote should also have been a natural number. So दो ही option बचे थे B and C. 24% of option B, sorry, of option C is not a natural number. 24% of option B is a natural number. That is the answer. Clear? Cool? Lovely? Yep. Ciao bhi bolo sir. Okay. Cool. So the answer is B. Cool. Let's move to the next one. Let's move to the next one. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. All of you all know this. Lovely. Let's look at this one. When they work alone, let's look at the second question. When they work alone, B takes 25% more time to finish a job than A does. When they work alone, B takes 25% more time to finish a job than A does. They too finish the job in 13 days in the following manner. A works alone till half the job is done. Then A and B work together for 4 days. And finally, B works alone to complete the remaining 5% of the job. In how many days can B finish the entire job? Once again, CAT 22. इससे पहले कि some of you all tell me, sir, आप जो बोलते हो actually ये method लगेगा नहीं CAT में, all CAT questions. ठीक है? So let's look at this. Let's try solving it. I'm giving you all 30 seconds. I'm giving you all 30 seconds. Then I'll pick it up. 30 seconds. Okay, few answers have started coming in. जो भी आंसर भी लिख रहे हैं ना, methodology भी दो यार, methodology भी दो. I can see answers on the app waiting for answers to start on YT. Give the methodology as well. Methodology is something which I'm interested in. 10 seconds more. 10 seconds more. बीच में स्कोर भी एक बार चेक कर रहा था. Afghanistan, I'm sure, will try to win this in 30 overs. Okay. I purposely had to pick a date of taking this session wherein, a very exciting match or very important match won't happen. So I picked up Afghanistan, Netherlands. Okay. So let's have a look at this. Okay. Okay. When they work alone, B takes 25% more time to finish a job than A does. They too finish the job in 13 days in the following manner. Okay. A works alone till half the job is done. Lovely. Then A and B work together for 4 days, and finally B works alone to complete the remaining 5% of the job. In how many days will B finish the job? Okay. Now B takes 25% more time than A. So can't I say B takes 25% more time than A, that B is equal to 5 by 4 times A? The time taken by B is 5 by 4 times A. Can I say that? Yes or no? The time taken by B is 5 by 4 times A. Can I say that? Yes or no? The time taken by B is 5 by 4 times of A. Can I say that? Yes or no? Just want to hear that from everybody. Time taken by B should be 5 by 4 times of A. Yes, no? Answers? We are likely going to face New Zealand in semis. Possible? Okay. Okay. So yes, right? Obviously. So if B is going to take 5 by 4 times of A, इससे मेरे को क्या लगता है? इससे मेरे को लगता है A will be 4x and B will be some 5x. That means B will be a multiple of 5. And I go to the options and I look at it. The only multiple of 5 is 20. The only multiple of 5 is 20. And my mind is telling me 90% Gautam answer is 20. But what will I do now? I will validate. What will I do now? I will validate. Clear? 90% 20. Now imagine this is the last minute and a half of CAT and this question comes. Andhadhun, I will mark 20 and move ahead. But now I have time. So I will validate. When I have time, I will validate it's 20 or not. Okay? Now if B is 20, then that means A is 16. Yes or no? Yes or no? If B is 20, A is 16. 20 and 16 का LCM अगर मैं लेता हूँ 80 आता है. So let there be 80 units of work. So A in one day will do how many units? 5 units per day. B will do 4 units per day. Correct? B will do 4 units per day. Clear? Kushal, I will not be able to keep repeating. You have to follow the first time I stated. Lot of questions to be done today. I'm once again repeating. B takes 25% more time to finish a job than A. So B is 5 by 4 times A in terms of time. So A agar A should be a multiple of 4, B should be a multiple of 5 is what my brain tells me. I look at the options. Question is B को कितना time लगेगा? Option में 5 का multiple A की है C. So I think वो है. So now I am verifying C है. If B is 20, A is 16, let there be 80 units of work. A does 5 units, B does 4 units of work. Okay. Question states A works alone till half the job is done. If till half the job is done, that means 40 units of work is done. That means A works alone for 8 days. Clear? A works alone for 8 days. Then they are saying, then A and B work together for 4 days. In one day, A and B will do 9 units of work. In 4 days, how many units of work will they do? In 4 days, they will do 36 units of work. So A alone in 8 days did 40 units. A and B together do 36 units. Total 76 units done. What am I left with? I am left with 4 units. अभी तक कितना time हुआ है? A 8 days, A and B together 4 days. So 12 days done. Now I am left with 4 units. 13th day ko B will come in, will complete 4 units, takes 1 more day. 8 plus 4 plus 1, 13 days. That is what the question was. Hence, CS20 is correct. That was the correct answer. CS20 is correct. That was the correct answer. So, it is divisible by 5. Answer was 20. That was correct. Is that clear? Is that clear? Is that clear? A works alone till half the job is done. Total job was 80 units. So, till 40 units of job is done. ठीक है? 40 units of job का मतलब है 5 unit per day. So, 8 days. Are we clear? Everyone, are we clear? No creating equations, nothing, just simply looking at options and solving. Actual CAT question in front of you. CC, easy, doable, easy, yes, doable, everybody, clear? NL is telling me superb, thanks yaar, thank you. Okay, thank you. If it is theta, go by the conventional method. यार, you have to, हर question में अब तुम बोल सकते हो ना, sir, if the options were different होता CAT में नहीं आता ना. मैं तो actual, I'm picking up actual CAT questions and solving it, guys. Picking up actual CAT and solving. This is like saying, sir, what if in that match Virat Kohli got out on first ball? नहीं हुआ ना. What if के बारे क्यों सोचते हो? Actual होना भी तो होगा. You all will first think of worst case scenario and then try to think what to do. CAT is not the worst case scenario. CAT is actually testing whether you can do these things or not. In your actual interview with the IIMs, they will ask you questions where you will be solving such puzzles. They will actually ask you all of this. कुछ करना ही नहीं है. Please don't come in with the mentality of what if theta होता, what if ये होता. वो theta होता तो ये approach नहीं रखता इस question में. Simple. I am not saying every question will be solved like this, but I am saying every year in CAT out of 22 questions, 6 to 8 questions will be solved like this. Okay? So how to think about such approaches while actually taking the exam? You don't give an exam, you take it, number one. Number two, you will think about such approaches if you're looking at solving questions aram se easily. If you're looking at, methodologies which are wacky, if you're looking at trying to come up with the simplest answer, rather than your brain telling you, I'm an engineer, मेरे को पहले differentiation सोचना है. Rather than your brain telling you, यार total number of units मैं ले लेता हूँ, वो 4x है, 5x है, फिर मैं उससे solve करूँगा, वो सब नहीं. ठीक है? Isn't that risky to mark option just by doing logic without validating it? Kushal, did you understand what I stated? I said, अगर last 1.5 minutes है पेपर में, तब मेरे पास वैलिडेशन का टाइम ही नहीं है, मैं सॉल्व कर दूंगा, डायरेक्ट 20 निकलूंगा, 90% राइट होगा. अगर टाइम है, आई विल वैलिडेट, आई विल 150% वैलिडेट. ठीक है सर? अप्रॉक्स 20 days है, तो हाउ मेनी मॉक्स वन मस्ट टेक? लास्ट 3 days यू शुड नॉट टेक एनी मॉक्स, सो यू आर डाउन टू अबाउट 16-17 days. Alternate days पे take mocks, about 7-8 mocks. ठीक है? CAT questions are easy compared to our mocks. Not really. Even in our mocks, I would solve like this. If you've seen my attempts, you would see that I go ahead and solve like this. ठीक है? Quant हुआ सरल भी same है. Exactly. Quant हुआ सरल exactly the same. Saral sir did that, right? Let's move to the third question. For all of those who were saying, sir, theta हुआ तो क्या हुआ? मैं theta में भी अब करूंगा ऐसे. मैं इसको quintessential way से नहीं solve करूंगा. I will try solving it using a hack. Okay. John borrowed rupees 2,10,000 from a bank at an interest rate of 10% per annum compounded annually. Loan was repaid in 2 equal installments, the first after 1 year, second after another year. First installment was interest of 1 year plus part of the principal amount, while the second was rest of the principal amount plus due interest thereon. Then each installment in rupees is. Okay, over to you all. I'll give you all about 30 to 45 seconds to try and solve this. 30 to 45 seconds. Try it. Oh, answers have started coming in. Very, very good. Very good. Hey, music core. Gautam Rathod. My namesake is there with the answer as well. You can see answers coming on YT. I'm waiting for answers coming on the app now. Ah, very good. The answers have started. Lot of answers coming in now. Very good, very good. 10 seconds more. 10 seconds more. Okay. Now imagine you don't know how to solve this. Imagine you don't know यार installments का फंडा क्या होता है, installments कैसे solve होते हैं. Imagine you don't know all of that. ठीक है? The objective is how can I solve this question by knowing basic math. ठीक है? समझो मेरे को कुछ नहीं आता. How will I solve it? Basic math. Okay. John borrowed rupees 2,10,000 from a bank at an interest rate of 10% per annum, compounded annually. Loan was repaid in 2 equal installments, first after first year, second after second year. First installment was interest of 1 year plus part of principal amount. Okay. इंटरेस्ट ऑफ 1 ईयर. नाउ 2,10,000 है, 10% इस पे इंटरेस्ट, बिकॉज वो तो लगना ही है, क्लियर है. फर्स्ट इंस्टॉलमेंट वाज इंटरेस्ट ऑफ 1 ईयर प्लस पार्ट ऑफ प्रिंसिपल, मतलब इंटरेस्ट ऑफ 1 ईयर तो लग ही गया था. सो व्हाट इज 10% ऑफ 2,10,000? इट्स 21,000. यू हैव 2,31,000. नाउ अगर मेरे को कोई समझ नहीं है, इफ आई डोंट अंडरस्टैंड कंपाउंडिंग एंड ऑल ऑफ दैट, आई विल से यार इट इज 1,15,500. First year 1,15,500 second year. But you need to know, if you pay 1,15,500 at the end of first year, the remaining 1,15,500 पे वापस 10% interest लग रहा है. So it can't be that. Clear? Yes or no? Yes or no? इस part तक clear? Please keep in mind 2 equal installments. Both installments have to be the same. Clear till here? So मेरे को पता है that the first installment is greater than 1,15,500 for sure. Because that is half of this. एक राउंड नंबर ले लेते उसके आसपास, 1,20,000. 1,20,000 and I'll start operating with that. Imagine first installment is 1,20,000. How much money is left? 1,11,000. 1,11,000 is left. अब इस पे 10% इंटरेस्ट लगेगा, which is 11,100. You added, you get 1,22,100. That means the answer is surely not 1,20,000, because if 1,22,100 is second installment, both had to be the same. Both had to be the same. The answer is between 1,20,000 and 1,22,100. This 1,22,100 is almost like 1,22,000. Answer is between 1,20,000 and 1,22,000. Try 1,21,000. Try 1,21,000. अगर 1,21,000 था, how much is left after the first installment? 1,10,000 is left. 1,10,000 is left. इस पे 10% interest, 11,000. You are left with 1,21,000 and you are done. So imagine I don't know anything. I don't know how the funda of installment operates. I don't know how to calculate. मेरे को फंडा ही नहीं आता, मेरे को फॉर्मूला नहीं आता, मेरे को मेथोडोलॉजी नहीं आती. This is how I would solve it. Clear? Clear? Because it needs to be equal installments, both are 1,21,000. Is that clear? Is that clear, everybody? Simple? Easy? Okay. As I said, two kinds of people will benefit from this session. One, who want to get to 90 percentile. मतलब मुझे 5-6 question करने हैं. मतलब हो सकता है you don't know these fundas. You don't know what installment is. You don't know how to solve it. This will help you. For those of you who want to go from 95 to 99, first 2 questions you would have been able to solve, but I gave you a smarter way of solving it. Clear? Cool. Let's look at the next question. Fourth question. We've looked at a few questions in arithmetic. Now moving to my favorite. My favorite is algebra. Because algebra mein, at the end of the day, algebra mein almost everything can be done through substitution. Okay? Almost everything. Okay? Tanisha, if you take 1,20,000, what you are left with is 1,11,000 because 231 था. इस 1,11,000 पे 10% interest means 11,100. 1,11,000 plus 11,100 will make it 1,22,100. First installment 1,21,000, second 1,22,100. Both are not the same. Not possible. So the answer should be between 1,22,100 and 1,21,000. Sorry, 1,20,000. So मैंने इसलिए 1,21,000 लिया, उससे आंसर आ गया. Clear? Okay, perfect. Try out this question, guys. Been on your screen for quite some time now. Chalo. Once again, a CAT question. Answers have started coming in. Very, very good. Murtaza, I had explained it again, so I hope it's clear. Quite a few answers have started coming in. Very good, very good. I'll give it 20 seconds more. 20 seconds more. Those of you who are answering it, yaar, at least those of you on the app, मेरे को method भी बताओ, please. Method भी बताओ. I want to ensure that you're solving it in the quickest way possible. Solving it is good, but solving it in the quickest way is even better. Because that means you're also saving time for upcoming questions. which is what we want to do. Okay, let's pick this up. F of x is 2x minus 5, g of x is 7 minus 2x, then mod of f of x plus g of x is equal to mod of f of x plus mod of g of x if and only if. ठीक है, सबसे पहली चीज जो मुझे करनी है is f of x plus g of x, क्योंकि ये वाला पार्ट जो मॉड के अंदर है it's f of x plus g of x. Add it. F of x plus g of x is nothing but 2. That means in other words the question is 2 is equal to mod of f of x plus mod of g of x. Correct? This is the question, that 2 is equal to mod of f of x plus mod of g of x if and only if. Clear till here? Clear till here? Look at the options now. X between 5 by 2 and 7 by 2 both not included. X less than equal to 5 by 2 greater than equal to 7 by 2. Less than 5 by 2 greater than equal to 7 by 2. Between 5 by 2 and 7 by 2 both inclusive. जब भी मैं ऐसे देखता हूं ना, I want to do substitution, nothing else. I just want to do substitution. So the first option I will substitute with is, look at option A and option D. Both of them have x lying between 5 by 2 and 7 by 2. एक में both extremes included, एक में not included. So 5 by 2 is 2.5, 7 by 2 is 3.5. Let's take x equals 3 सबसे पहले. If x equals 3 satisfies B and C are wrong, answer is between A and D. Let's put x equals 3. F of x becomes 1, g of x becomes 1. So mod of f of x becomes 1, mod of g of x becomes 1. That means 2 is equal to 2, which is true. That means x equals 3 satisfied. So D is wrong. Sorry. So B is wrong. C is wrong. Answer is between A and D. Answer is between A and D. Clear? Clear? Answer is between A and D. Are we clear, everybody? Cool? Now, in between A and D, the only difference are the extremes. Put any extreme ka value. Let's put x is equal to 5 by 2. If x is 5 by 2, f of x is equal to 0. G of x is equal to 2. That means you get 2 is equal to 0 plus 2, which is 2, which is correct. That means x equals 5 by 2 also satisfies. So answer is option D. It can't be option A. Clear? CC? CC? Some of you are saying or take x equals 0. Yes, if you take x equals 0 and it does not satisfy, two options will be eliminated. Two options will be eliminated, which is again, right? If it does not satisfy, B and C will be eliminated. You can do it basis that as well. Correct, CC? Lovely. I like to take those options which are within the intervals of the question. Clear? Cool. Let's move to the next one. Let's move to the next one. Try this one. Try this one. Some of you are asking what is CC? CC means crystal clear. Okay. Try this one. A shop stores X kg of rice. First customer buys half this amount plus half a kg of rice. Second customer buys half the remaining amount plus half a kg of rice. Third customer also buys half the remaining amount plus half a kg of rice. Thereafter, no rice is left in the shop. Which of the following best describes the value of X? "45 seconds more." Backtracking approach seems to work for me in this question. I don't know the shortcut. Yep. What will be the shortcut? Think. Backtracking obviously always helps. Yes, some of you all have started answering. Correct. personally feel logs are very difficult. How to overcome it? By just knowing simple definition of logs. Log base a b is equal to c means a to the power of c is equal to b. Change of base formula. Log base a b is same as log base 10b upon log base 10c. Log base 10a. That's about it. These two, if you know, I think that's good enough. Logs me, you won't need anything more than this. And then just keep applying that. Okay, let's pick up this question. A shop stores X kg of rice. First customer buys half this amount plus half a kg. Second customer buys half the remaining plus half a kg. Third also buys half the remaining plus half a kg. Thereafter, no rice is left in the shop. Which of the following best describes the value of X? Now, सबसे पहले the thing that goes on in my mind whenever a question like this come and I look at these things, na? Whenever I look at this, the first thing that comes on in my mind is, Gautam, think odd even. Can the answer be odd or will it be even? I always want to think like that. Okay? Imagine I have 4 kgs of rice. First customer will take half of this plus half, which means 2.5 is taken. I'm left with 1.25. Next will come and take half of this, which is 0.625 plus 0.5, which is 1.125 taken. Then I'm left with 0.125. Basically, the problem with even is each time I'm taking even, after every alteration, what is happening is the number of decimal places are increasing. The number of decimal places are increasing. Instead of that, imagine if I had something like 3. So, hota kya? I had 3 kgs. First person comes, takes half of this, which is 1.5 plus 0.5. So, 2, I am left with 1. Next person comes, takes half of that, which is 0.5 plus 0.5. 1 gone, I am left with 0. So the first thing that is happening is my mind is telling me, Gautam, you will not be dealing with even, you will be dealing with odd numbers. Because even may, after every iteration, one level of decimal will increase. So you should be looking at odd numbers. Is that clear? The moment that happens, I look at the options. The odd numbers here are 3 and 5. Here are 5 and 7. Here are 9, 11. Here are 11 and 13. Here are 13, 15 and 17. These are my odd numbers. Correct? Am I clear till here, everybody? Everybody clear? Now, look at the ones which are common. 5 cannot be the answer because then it would be in 2 places. 11 cannot be the answer because it would be in 2 places. 13 cannot be the answer, it will be in 2 places. That means back calculation, start with 3. When I take 3, I know within 2 people it got closed. First person took 1.5 plus half, which is 2, left with 1. Second person took that. Now try with 7. First person will take 7 by 2 plus half, which is 3.5 plus half. That means it will take 4. You are left with 3. When 3 are left, second person will take 1.5 plus half, which is 2. You are left with 1. Third person will take half plus half, which is 1. 7 done. The answer has to be option B, which is 7. Clear? Clear? Once again, this is for people for whom it does not strike that you can begin with the end. That right towards the end kya tha? Okay, you can begin with the end and move forward. If that doesn't strike you, this is the method. Clear? CC? CC? Everyone? Lovely. Let's move to the next. As I said, today it's all about wacky. Quintessential solutions mein jaunga hi nahi. Let's try this one. Find all the values of p such that 6 lies somewhere between the roots of x squared plus twice of p minus 3 into x plus 9 is equal to 0. Aditya, I agree. I agree. Backtrack will be easy for sure. 100%. Okay? Backtrack will be easy for sure. But if that doesn't strike you, do it this way. Simple. Clear? Yeah. Try this one. एंड अप्रोच भी बता दो. मतलब वृंदा एंड अप्रोच तो बता ही दिया. 7 आया, दैट वाज द आंसर. सेम चॉकलेट वाला था अर्ली. आई डिडंट अंडरस्टैंड दैट. यश, कैन यू रिपीट? Ayush, difficult to keep repeating every question, yaar. You'll have to check. Funda was, I checked odd and even. I saw even में number of decimal places keeps increasing. Even नहीं होगा, odd ही होगा answer. अगर odd ही होगा answer, I looked at the options. I got first option से possible 3 and 5, second से 5 and 7, third से 7 and 9, देन फोर्थ से क्या आ रहा था, सो ऑन एंड सो फोर्थ, ठीक है. उसमें आई रिमूव्ड ऑल दोज पॉसिबिलिटीज विच वर देयर इन 2 ऑप्शंस, ठीक है, एंड देयर बाय आई वेंट अहेड एंड डिड इट. हाँ मोहित था. वहीं पे हमने ये शुरू किया था ऐसे करना. This is one of the methodologies in which I used to solve. Okay, answers have started coming in. Let's have a look at this. Find all the values of p such that 6 lies somewhere between the roots of the equation x squared plus twice of p minus 3x plus 9 is equal to 0. ठीक है. जब भी मैं ये देख रहा हूं, in all of this, whenever I have a quadratic equation, what are the things that I know? I know quadratic equation में discriminant, I know quadratic equation में sum of roots, I know quadratic equation में product of roots. If you look at this, you will clearly see that in this question, product of roots, which is c by a, is equal to 9. Yes or no? Yes or no? That hint is there in this question, that the product of roots is 9. That hint is there. Also the question, I hope that part is clear, everybody, that product of roots is 9. Also it states 6 lies somewhere between the roots. Product of roots is 9, 6 lies somewhere between the roots. Assume the roots. Let the roots be 1 and 9, 6 lies between 1 and 9. Let the roots be 1 and 9, 6 lies between 1 and 9. Okay, so the equation becomes, or the question becomes, x minus 1 into x minus 9 is 0, which is x squared minus 10x plus 9 is 0. Now equate this to the given equation. You get twice of p minus 3 is equal to minus 10. P minus 3 is minus 5. P is equal to minus 2. Among this, which are the options which satisfies? Only one option, which is A, that is the answer. As simple as that. I created from a general case, I created my own case. Because this always has to be true. Find all values of p such that 6 lies somewhere between. मैंने एक वैल्यू निकाल दी -2, वो एक ही ऑप्शन को सेटिस्फाई कर रही है, सभी वो होंगी. There can't be multiple answers. This has to be the answer. As simple as that. Clear? CC? How to get method of solving like this is by just being aware, which is what I'm saying. Yeah, I am not very great at mathematics, but I think I'm good at quant because I look for all of these things. I look for things where I don't need to use a lot of formulae. I don't need to use what I know. Okay? This was, I think, somewhere in early 2000s, Aditya. Somewhere in early 2000s. Okay? Clear? Samajh aaya? So how I changed the question? Okay, and I am repeating it. I will not repeat questions going forward. Ab se, okay? You all will have to go ahead, check the video again, because we have to do a lot of questions today. Some of you all might even have a class at 9 o'clock. We need to ensure that I finish it by 9 because I think we pushed it to 9:30. 9 बजे तक तो खत्म करना ही होगा. Okay? So what did I do? I did a very simple thing. Product of roots is 9. I know from the question. 6 lies between the roots, so let the roots be 1 and 9. So if the roots are 1 and 9, equation is x minus 1 into x minus 9 is 0, which means x square minus 10x plus 9 is 0. From here, I got minus 10 is equal to twice of p minus 3. I got the value of p. Clear? Cool? Lovely? If x is a real number, then discriminant is greater than equal to 0. Okay, so do discriminant greater than equal to 0. That will not be a problem. Let's move ahead. Let's move ahead, guys, to the next question. Try this one. Sir, how many questions are we targeting today? We had more sessions from you and from your end. We need more. Acha, okay. We are targeting roughly about 20 to 25 questions today. 20 to 25 questions. I think I've got about 25. I will try to solve all of them. Rohit, try solving that again. You will find out where the issue is. If you're liking the session, guys, on YT, go like it. I hope you're liking it. Go like it. You need more sessions from my end. Okay, hopefully I'll be there. taking a few more sessions. I know I'm going to take a very different kind of a session this time, 48 hours to CAT, which I'm going to come to you all with. We've never done that before, but this time we're going to do something like that. Looking at an AMA as well, ask me anything kind of a session on that day. So stay tuned, a lot more is coming. Okay. Find the maximum value of this. Come on. Thirty seconds more. अभी तक एक राइट आंसर आया है 1% का. 10 seconds more. Okay, let's get started. Question is, find the maximum value of this. अब maximum minima छोड़ो, नहीं आता. X का range दे दिया. You know, algebra is nothing but arithmetic from 0 to 1 to -1 to 2 to -2. This is the region, this is the universe in which I want to stay whenever algebra questions come. Look at this, from -1 to 4. Let's put x equals 0. Let's put x equals 0. What will you get? 30 plus 0 minus 0, which is 30. Yes or no? Yes or no? If I put x equals 0, you get 30. So the answer, the maximum value will be greater than equal to 30. Yes or no? The maximum value has to be greater than equal to 30. Yes or no? That means A is wrong, D is wrong. Am I clear till here? Am I clear till here, everybody? Everyone, am I clear till here? That the maximum value has to be greater than equal to 30. So A is wrong and D is wrong. Clear? Clear? Let's take the next value. Next value is x is 1. Let's put x equals 1. If you put x equals 1, you get 30 plus 9 minus 3, which is 36. So the answer is greater than equal to 36. Answer is greater than equal to 36. मतलब C भी गलत है. Answer is B. काम खत्म यार. Move ahead. Move ahead. Why are you wasting so much time in your life? Why are you wasting so much time in your life? Correct? Yes or no? CC? Simple stuff. The answer has to be B. Maxima, फर्क नहीं पड़ता. जो भी हो. And if some of you all, because I'm seeing 1 or 2 such comments, are differentiate कर लेंगे भाई. क्यों? X by mod X पे क्यों जाना है? छोड़ो. Just do this. Move ahead in life. Save the time. You use it for the next question. Clear? Easy. Let's move to the next one. ऐसी जल्दी जल्दी करना है. जल्दी जल्दी. Try solving this CAT 2021 slot 2. CAT 2021 slot 2. सीसी बोली जा रही हो, लाइक भी कर लो. मेरी टीम मेरे पीछे पड़ेगी. सर लाइक आप बोलते नहीं हो. Okay. यार, all of these questions are CAT questions. All of them. All from different years. Few years purposely that has been put here is predominantly for the perspective of, because everybody used to tell me, sir, आजकल के years में ये लगते नहीं है, previous years में लगते थे. तो many of them are from previous years. Few ever since it went online and the methodology changed and post COVID. So I put those questions here specifically to showcase that even now it happens. Sir, -1, yeah, VVS, you can consider -1 as well. See, whenever I want to substitute, now I start with 0, go to 1, then -1, then 2, then -2. It's just easier to do that way. ठीक है? Come on, jaldi jaldi. Now, whenever you are substituting, look at the range given to you in the question. Think of it basis that. Last question -4 to 1 था, या -1 to 4 था, जो भी. So I knew that 0 and 1 were in those ranges. I could work with that. Here also accordingly, be smart. 20 seconds more, guys. 20 seconds more. Logic and observation is unbelievable. Okay, thank you for that, Kushal. Considering 0, 1 to male, इसका क्या मतलब है भाई? So -1, -2 फीमेल हो जाएगा. I don't know what you're saying. Oh, you're trying to say considering 0, 1, 2 makes it easy. Yeah. So 0, 1, minus 1, 2, minus 2. That's how I like to go. Okay, let's look at this question. For all real values of x, the range of the function. Now range, not domain. So I can't substitute value of x. Domain hota, value of x hota. Range matlab this is equal to what? F of x की क्या values आ सकती है? Look at the options. 3 by 7 to 8 by 9. 3 by 7 to half. 3 by 7 to half. 4 by 9 to 8 by 9. One thing that I can see is look at these two options. Both of them half is there but not included. And in both of these, half is within the boundary, right? So let me try the value of f of x equals half. That means this equals half. If this satisfies, the answer can't be B or C. It has to be between A and D. If it does not satisfy, answer has to be between B and C. Clear? Clear? So let's put this is equal to half. You cross multiply 2x squared plus 4x plus 8 is 2x squared plus 4x plus 9. 2x squared together. 8 is equal to 9. Is that possible? Is that possible? Is 8 equal to 9 possible? No, it is not possible. That means x equals half does not satisfy. This is out. This is out. Am I clear? Am I clear? X equals half does not satisfy. So two of them are out. Option A and D are out. Now in between option B and C, one has 3 by 7 included, one does not have. So put equals 3 by 7. So अगर equal to मैं 3 by 7 अब कर दूंगा, cross multiply you get 7x squared plus 14x plus 28 is equal to 6x squared plus 12x is equal to 27. So I am getting x squared plus 2x plus 1 is 0, x plus 1 whole squared is 0, x is equal to minus 1. When x is equal to minus 1, the value of this function is 3 by 7, which is possible. Hence, answer is C. 3 by 7 is a possible answer. Answer is C. As simple as that. As simple as that. I looked at the options and I knew here it is not about substituting x, it is about getting the range. So it is getting about the value of f of x. So f of x is equal to, by options, I will put half first. Half did not satisfy, so option A and D are out. Basis that, I know I'm dealing with only B and C. Put equals 3 by 7, only one option remaining and you're done. Clear? CC? CC? Once again, look, CAT 21 slot 2. All of this you can do every year in questions that come. Easy? Easy? I hope it's easy. I hope समझ आ रहा है. I hope you're comprehending. And which is why I keep stating, मेरे को algebra बहुत पसंद है यार. I love algebra. Because algebra में a lot of questions can be solved like this. Let's move to the next one. Let's move to the next one. Those on YT, where are the CCs यार? कैट वाले आपका वीडियो देख रहे होंगे, सोच रहे होंगे दैट इज वाई दे आर चेंजिंग. ओके, व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन ऑप्शन बी एंड सी? यार ऑप्शन बी में 3 by 7 was not included, it is open bracket. Option C में it was close bracket, so 3 by 7 was included. I hope you saw that. Okay, try out this one guys. अभी तक you all should have understood how I think, so this should be easy. This should be easy. Thirty seconds more. QA का actual meaning इधर निकल के आ रहा है आप aptitude में. Yes, absolutely. I always state, if you have followed the lectures on the app, the pre-recorded lectures which cover the concepts, You solve all the topic tests, you solve all the mocks, and then you attend these sort of sessions. You understand, wacky ways, you understand the smart ways of solving, you understand how options can be utilized, you understand how you can substitute, what all you can do. It becomes easier to go ahead and solve. Okay, last 10 seconds. CC sir, of course, always. Thanks for that, Virendra. Lovely. Okay, let's pick this up. If the roots of the equation x cube minus ax squared plus bx minus c equals 0 are 3 consecutive integers, then what is the smallest value of b? What are my favorite numbers in algebra to substitute, guys? Tell me. What did I state? पहले मैं क्या डालता हूं? सबसे पहले which number do I put? X equals what? उसके बाद x equals what? उसके बाद x equals what? Can you tell me? What are the first 3 numbers that I like to use in algebra? Keep in mind there are 3 consecutive integers. What is it that I like to use? I've already explained. Chalo bolo. What are the 3 numbers that I like? I want to hear. 0, absolutely. 0 के बाद next 1, next -1, absolutely. Let's take this now. If the roots of the equation are 3 consecutive integers, let the roots be 0, 1 and -1. So the equation will become x minus 0. Sorry. Oof, what am I doing? Yeah. X minus 0 into x minus 1 into x plus 1 is equal to 0. Which means x into x squared minus 1 is 0. Which means x cube minus x is equal to 0. If I do x cube minus x is equal to 0, the roots are 3 consecutive integers, which is 0, 1 and -1. Compare this with this equation, you get b is equal to -1. That means b equals -1 satisfies. B equals -1 satisfies, right? B equals -1 satisfies. Look at the options. B equals -1 is also the smallest value of b. There is no other smaller value. Answer is B. Done. खत्म. इससे कोई smaller value है भी नहीं. Check भी नहीं करना. Clear? As simple as that. This is from an old CAT. 5 options, as you can see. Older paper. I think roughly around 2005 or 2006 or something. Older paper. But clear? Easy? समझ आया? Once again, methodology of substitution. Knowing what to substitute, how to substitute. Cool. CC बोलो, आगे बढ़ो. This one now try on your own. Jaldi, jaldi. This question you should be able to do on your own now. Khatam, tata, bye bye CC is what VVS is saying. Lovely. VVS Prashant, मुझे लगा VVS Lakshman आ गया यहाँ पे. Come on, now try this. Jaldi. You should know how to solve this by now. अब मेरा methodology आप लोग को समझ आ गया है. What about the YT जनता? Oh, CCs आ गए. ऐसे लगता है when people don't reply ना शॉक में चले गए. क्या हो रहा है ये? Okay, try this one. Now by now you know how to solve it. Yes, lot of answers have started coming in. Very good. 10 seconds more. 10 seconds more. निखिल और तो हो नहीं सकता ना. Answer has to be 1. Okay. F of x equals whatever is negative if and only if. That means here we are talking about range. Here we are talking about range, x की value. Look at the options. X is less than -5, -2 is less than x is less than 3, -2 is less than x is less than 3, 3 is less than x is less than 9, 3 is less than x is less than 9. I see these two and I say -2 is less than x is less than 3 का मतलब x equals 0 lies in this range. So I can substitute x equals 0, yes or no? Yes or no? Let's put x equals 0. If it satisfies, then the answer is either A or C. If it doesn't, then it's either B or D. Okay? If I put x equals 0, you get 0 minus 15 by 0 minus 18, which means 15 by 18 is negative. It is not negative, it is positive. That means x equals 0 does not satisfy, so this is wrong. That means the answer is either B or D. Am I clear? Am I clear? Answer is either B or D. Clear? Easy? अब B and D देख लो, 3 is less than x is less than 9, दोनों में common है. One says x is less than minus 5, one says x is between minus 5 and minus 2. Put any value, let's put x equals minus 3. If it satisfies, B is right. If it does not, then D is right. Let's put x equals minus 3. What do I get? X squared will become 9. 2 into minus 3 is minus 6. Minus 15 by x squared will become 9. 7 into minus 3 is minus 21 minus, so plus 21 minus 18. This gives me 9 minus 6 is 3 minus 15, which is minus 12 by positive 30 minus, so minus 12 by 12. Minus 12 by 12, which means you are getting a negative value. So the answer has to be option B because x equals minus 3 satisfied. X equals minus 3 satisfied. Is this clear? CC? CC? Clear? Easy? Sir, if we see less than greater than like this symbol, sometimes I will get little confused. Yeah, don't get confused. Just substitute. What if x equals minus 5? Well, I will not want to put x equals minus 5 because it is not there in any of the options, right? In B or D. Why will I put that? I will put something which is there in at least one of the two options. Okay? Manjeet is saying, can you hear me? Obviously, I can't hear you. Why? What happened, Manjeet? All okay? Okay, let's move to the next one. Let's move to the next one. Okay, so algebra more or less done. Now let's get into few other kinds of questions that come up. Let's have a look at this. Let's have a look at this. Oh, I missed minus 2 in B. Ah, okay. Where is chat box? Manjeet, I can see you. So you are writing in the chat box wherever you are writing. That is the chat box. It's not in public view, so you will not be able to see others' chats. Okay. Try out this one, guys. Try out this one. Find the value of 36s if s is equal to. सर ये आप क्या मैजिक कर रहे हो? उस प्रेशर में ये थॉट नहीं आ पाएगा. यू मेक इट लुक इजी एंड मेरा आंसर भी आ रहा है, but I cannot make it this easy. अरे you can, anybody can. All you need to tell yourself is whenever an algebra question comes, especially अगर range के ऊपर है, then look at the options. If it is related to range, try finding out what option to substitute from the range. If it is domain, again look at the options, try see what to substitute from the options to get the to get the domain. That's as simple as that. Algebra में ये बहुत use होता है, हर साल होता है, which is why these are all CAT questions. Okay. Okay. 10 seconds more. 10 seconds more. Are people there? Reply yes if you can hear me. अभी तक किसी का आंसर नहीं आया, खाली एक आंसर आया. I'm surprised. Very easy question. If you are there, at least say yes. Hello, hi, what's up? कोई मैजिक नहीं है अरिंदम. This is just math. Rather, this is just quant. Are people there? I've gotten 2 answers now. Arindam is saying hats off. Nothing like that. The dab step is here. Okay, let's have a look at this question. Let's have a look. Oh, yes, have come in. Let's have a look. Find the value of 36 SF. Now tell me this. If I tell you x is equal to a plus b plus c, then I say what is 36x? Don't you say it means 36 times a plus 36 times b plus 36 times c, so on and so forth. That means this 36 gets multiplied by every term individually. Yes or no, guys? Yes or no, guys? If you have x is equal to a plus b plus c, then I say 36x. So this 36 gets multiplied by each term individually. Correct? You agree? Similarly, in this case, 36s, that means, and if this is s, so 36s, each term will get multiplied by 36. And so on and so forth. Yes or no? Correct? Correct? Do you agree with me? Do you agree with me? Now let's look at it one term at a time. Let's look at it one term at a time. Let's look at the first term. What do I get? 2 into 3 is 6, kaat diya. 4 goes in 36 9 times. So the very first term, s is equal to 9 by 2. Matlab it is 4.5 plus something. X is equal to 4.5 plus something. And each of them are positive terms. That means A and B are surely not the answer. Am I clear? Am I clear? Want to hear the CCs, guys? Only then will I know that you all are aware. Am I clear? Correct? Let's look at the second term. 3 into 4 is 12. So that is 3. So what am I left with? 7 into 3, which is 21 upon 5 into 4, which is 20. 21 upon 20. Matlab more than 1 point something, 1.0 something, right? 1.05 hoga. So first two terms ko add karo, you are already at 5.55. That means it's greater than 5 also. So the only possible answer is D6. That's the answer. That is the answer. Khatam kahani. End of story. That's it. Why do I need to solve? CC? Clear? Easy, yes or no? Can be done, can be solved. Confident? Clear? Lovely. Let's move to the next one. Log ka question. Omdas is saying superb. Thank you. Thanks a lot for the feedback. Let's look at this log ka question. Sir, what if none of these are in the option? फिर से आ गए ना तुम लोग. What if none of these are in the option? You're talking, these are actual CAT questions. If they were not in the option, they might not have been in CAT. But what do you mean by none? Oh, you mean none of these as an option? None of these as an option? तब ये method उतना काम नहीं करता. Then you would have had to follow the quintessential way of solving it. ठीक है? Karthik is saying just looking like a wow. Okay. Manjeet is saying hate log. So, you know, CBD, none of these, what if it was a theta, all of these questions can keep coming. If that happens, this method won't apply. Which is why I'm saying it will not apply in all 22 questions, right? I'm not even vouching for it. I'm saying it will apply 6 to 8 questions. वो 6 to 8 questions खाली कर लोगे, from 0 to just doing the 6 to 8 questions can take you to about 90-92 percentile. If you're already at 95, ये 6 to 8 अगर तुमने लगा लिए, समझो out of these 2-3 you were not going to attempt. You attempt now, you're at 99. Or you are going to attempt all of these 6-8, but you do it this way, you'll probably do it quicker. You'll save some time and be able to do 1 or 2 more questions. You'll move to 99. That's the funda. Okay? That's the funda. Yeah, so people are saying easy one. Lovely, let's pick this up. If x is a real number such that log base 3 is 5, log base 3 5 is equal to log base 5 2 plus x, which of the following is true? Okay, lovely. I think this is also a question from I think 21 or 20 or something like that. Now log base 3 5, समझो इसको मैं x बोलूं, इसका मतलब होगा 3 to the power of x is equal to 5. That means x is greater than 1 and x is less than 2. 1 is less than x is less than 2. Yes or no? Yes or no? Because 3 to the power of 1 is 3, 3 to the power of 2 is 9. So in other words, I can say 1 is less than log base 3 5 is less than 2. As simple as that. Clear? So the value of log base 3 5 is between 1 and 2. Correct? Is between 1 and 2. That means the value of log base 5 2 plus x is also between 1 and 2. Correct? अब बस substitution का game है. Substitution का game है. If I substitute any value, first option, from 0 to 3, put x equals 2, you will get log base 5 4. Log base 5 4 is a negative answer. 5 to the power of something is 4. 5 to the power of 1 5 होता है. 5 to the power of something अगर 4 होगा, less than 5 would negative होगा, not possible. This is not the answer. This is not the answer. Clear? समझो 23 to 30 के बीच की कोई वैल्यू. Let's put x is equal to 25. Then you get log base 5 27. 5 squared is 25. So 5 to the power of what is 27? Answer is greater than 2. It is greater than 2. Not possible. Not possible again. Okay? Not possible. Third one, x is greater than 30. यार x 25 ही नहीं हुआ तो x 30 कैसे हो जाएगा? वो तो और भी not possible. Only possible answer 3 to 23. Quintessential way of solving it, 1 is less than log base 5, 2 plus x less than 2. So 5 is less than 2 plus x is less than 25. Okay, 3 is less than x is less than 23. Quintessential way. There is no real trick here. I'm just trying to show that log is not difficult. I'm just trying to show log is not difficult. There are no tricks in the log 2 questions that I have here. I am saying log can actually be done mentally. If you understand the concepts of log, that 1 log base a b equals c means a to the power of c is b, then log base a b is equal to log base cb by log base ca. If you know these two, change of base and definition of log, log is enough. That's it. You don't need to be afraid of log. सारे questions हो जाएंगे. Let's look at another question and try solving this mentally. Try solving this question mentally. Try solving this question mentally. Very, very easy to do. It's not difficult at all. Come on. Try solving this question mentally. The question on your screen. Yes, answers have started coming. Very good. This can be done mentally. This can be done mentally. Just the definition of log is enough. Log base 2, 3 plus log base 3, 4 plus log base 4, x minus 1 minus 2 is 0. So अगर मैं इसको लिखूँ, I can write it as log base 2, 3 plus, I can do this mentally. I'm writing it for some of you all who are afraid. 4 plus log base 4, x minus 1 is equal to 2. This is the question. Change. Look at the definition of log. This is like log base a b. This whole thing is b. Log base a b is equal to c. So a to the power of c is b. So from here I can say 3 plus log base 3, 4 plus log base 4, x minus 1 is equal to 2 squared, which is 4. From here I can say log this is 4 minus 3 is equal to 1. From here I can say only this part, which is 4 plus log base 4 x minus 1 is equal to 3 to the power of 1, which is 3. From here I can say only this part is 3 minus 4. 3 minus 4, which is minus 1, which means x minus 1 is 4 to the power of minus 1, which is 1/4. So x is equal to 5 by 4. So 4x is equal to 5 by 4 into 4, which is 5. Basic definition of log, nothing else. Okay. The reason why I put this is there is no quicker method of solving it. There is no wacky method. There is no easier method. Okay, but the method that can be used here is basic definition. The reason I put the two log question is because I know a lot of y'all are afraid of log. I want y'all to understand log is not difficult if you understand these two things: the basic definition of log, okay, basic definition, and the change of base formula. That's it. Only my basics are clear, but I'm not able to solve all CAT level questions. I just need a start point. Mitali, you don't need to solve all. The first starting point is I need to solve 6 to 8 questions and 90 percentile is guaranteed. That's it. 6 to 8 questions in 40 minutes. That means per question you have about 6 minutes, roughly 5 to 6 minutes. That needs to be the mentality. That's the starting point. Okay, let's try out this one. Let's try out this one. One more algebra question for you. One more algebra question. Again, an easy question. You know that for me, algebra is all about substitution. The question is what to substitute. How do I identify what to substitute? So looking at this, can you identify what it is that you will go and substitute? Sare YouTube wale like thoko. My team is telling me I'm not stating enough of this like thoko thing, so please do it. Okay. How to increase speed? Why do you need to increase speed, Mitali? Starting point is I need to solve 6 to 8 questions. If you solve 8 and get all of them correct, मैं लिख के देता हूँ 90 to 93 percentile होगा, 95 भी हो सकता है. And then the second way is identifying the methodology I'm using here today. It's not very difficult, it's easy to do. Vikrant sir just once mentioned how you guess parajumbles. Yeah, I do. So whenever I don't, I generally don't like spending time on parajumbles. The two options I use are, 4231, 4123. I try moving between these two and I just guess. And generally there is a very very high probability that one of them will turn out to be right. Last 3-4 साल में काफी आए हैं जो ये हुआ है. Generally get one right at least. And then एक को अगर solve करने का time मिलता है मैं कर लेता हूँ. That's all that I do. I took everything as one. Everything looks symmetric. थोड़ा सोचो. You can't take everything as one because something is given, x, y and z. Okay, look here. You have x is equal to, I can say AB minus AC is equal to x, right? Y is equal to BC minus BA. Z is equal to AC minus BC. Now if you are smart and you just look at this, x is AB minus AC, y is BC minus BA, z is AC minus BC है given है. X, Y, Z is not equal to 0 ये भी given है. That means the product is not equal to 0. Sum कुछ given नहीं है. Let's add x plus y plus z. Doesn't it turn out to be 0? Doesn't it turn out to be 0? Product can't be 0, but I see as per the question, the sum is equal to 0. Yes or no? Right? Now when no sum is 0, take any value. Let's take, and product is not equal to 0. So none of x, y, z can be 0. So let's take x is 2, y is minus 1, z is minus 1 and substitute. Khatam. X is 2, y is minus 1, z is minus 1. Ab kar do. 1 by ABC to common hai. Let's forget it. X squared upon yz. 4 upon minus 1 into minus 1, which is 1. So which is 4. Plus y squared. Y squared is 1 upon xz. Xz is minus 1 into 2, which is minus 2. 1 upon minus 2 matlab minus half. Plus z squared, which is 1 upon xy, which is minus 2, minus half, which is 3. So answer is 3 upon ABC, which is C. Done. Khatam. Over. End of story. Clear? Easy? Yes or no? Anishka, Anshika, I will not call this smart. I'll just call this, presence of mind. And trying to utilize every piece of data that is given to see if I can do something in a smarter way. That's it. And in an easier way, more than smart. Okay? Clear? Easy? Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okay. Let's try this one now. Let's try this one. Sir, why not we put 2, 1 and 1? Because 2 plus 1 is 4. We know as per the data given in the question, x plus y plus z is 0, right? X plus y plus z is 0. So x, y and z की कोई भी value ले लो. You can say 2, 1, 1. You can take 4, minus 2, minus 2. You can take 3, 1, 3, minus 1, minus 2. 3, minus 1, minus 2 उससे भी हो जाएगा. Okay, take any value. This was just the easiest thing to put. Yeah, any value you want. Just that x plus y plus z should be equal to 0. And their product should not be 0. So none of x, y and z can be 0. Okay, try this one. This is mock question, options are different. I'm getting question भी थोड़ा अलग होगा. कुछ तो अलग होगा. All options can't be different because one of them has to be the answer. Okay, let's pick this up. So those who are trying, please put your pens down. Please follow me. I will not repeat this again, okay? This is a quintessential way of solving these questions. In a regular polygon, the number of diagonals is k times the number of sides. If the interior angle of the polygon is theta, theta means theta, then the value of k is. Yeah, regular polygon, right? What is the smallest regular polygon? It's an equilateral triangle. Right? उसमें number of diagonals 0 होते हैं, so I will not use that. Next regular polygon, square. Yes or no? Square, yes or no? Agreed, yes or no, guys? Waiting to hear from you all. Yes, no? Equilateral triangle, no diagonal. Square, how many diagonals? 2. Correct? Regular polygon बोला है तो equilateral triangle, फिर square. Am I correct till here? Now in a square there are 2 diagonals and square का interior angle. What is the interior angle? Theta is equal to 90 degrees. ठीक है? The number of diagonals is k times the number of sides. Number of sides of a square is 4. Number of diagonals is 2. So k is equal to half. So if theta is equal to 90 degrees, the value of k should be equal to half. If theta is 90, the value of k should be equal to half. Now substitute. You know pi is equal to 180 degrees. Everybody knows that. So substitute. Let's look at the first option. 3 into 90, which is 270 minus 180 upon 2 into 180 minus 90, which is 90 by 2 into 90, which is half. This satisfies. Second one, 3 theta, that is 270 minus 180, which is 90 into 2 by pi minus theta, which is 90, which is 2, does not satisfy. Next one, pi minus theta, 180 minus theta is 90 into 2 by 3 theta, which is 3 into 90, 270 minus 180, which is 90, which is again 2, not possible. Last one, pi minus theta will be 180 minus 90, which is 90, divided by 3 theta, which is 3 into 90, 270 minus 180, which is 90 into 3, which is 1/3, which is not the answer. Answer has to be option A. There is no other possibility. All other options have been eliminated. If I take the regular polygon as a square, interior angle theta is 90, number of diagonals is 2, so k, which is the number of times the number of sides, which is half, because diagonals is 2 and number of sides is 4. So half. So K as half gets satisfied only in option A. That is the answer. Easy. Was it difficult? Did I need to know anything? I just need to know basic math. I just need basic math. Clear? Clear? Answers जब नहीं आते कुछ आता नहीं. You know, I live off responses. Virat Kohli used to state, I did not perform very well during COVID time because the crowd wasn't there. Now the crowd is there, I'm performing again. T20 World Cup से शुरू हुआ. You are my crowd. Please. Can we take another polygon? Sure. Pentagon ले लो. Pentagon लेके कर लो. लंबा होगा और कुछ नहीं. Pentagon लेके कर लो. लंबा होगा और कुछ नहीं. ठीक है? How is pi 180? Oh, pi is 180 in radians, right? Pi का 2 होता है. 180 in radians and 22/7 normal. I hope you know that. Pi is 180 radians, right? Why we didn't stop at first when we get A right? What if there were multiple which were satisfying for these values? What if there were two options satisfying? Then I would have needed to take another one. कि पेंटागन में लूँ, पेंटागन में मेरे को देखना होता कितने डायगोनल्स है, उसके अकॉर्डिंगली करना होता है, एंड सो ऑन एंड सो फोर्थ. ठीक है? दैट्स व्हाई आई डिड नॉट स्टॉप विद जस्ट द फर्स्ट. ठीक है? ठीक है? इफ टू ऑप्शन सैटिस्फाई, टेक द नेक्स्ट रेगुलर polygon. एब्सोल्युटली राइट. ठीक है? So the easiest way to start was you could have started with equilateral triangle, where you would have said theta is equal to 60 and k is equal to 0 because there is no diagonals. Theta 60 k 0 डालते काफी ऑप्शन satisfy करते, काफी ऑप्शन satisfy करते. ठीक है? Then move there, that theta 90 k half, then next one and so on and so forth. ठीक है? Okay, next. Try out this one. एकदम जल्दी जल्दी, एकदम क्विक. अभी ये सब करने के बाद ज्योमेट्री का एक बहुत बड़ा हैक आई एम गोइंग टू गिव यू ऑल. सो स्टे ट्यून्ड. दिस माइट सीम लाइक अ वेरी वेरी लॉन्ग सेशन. टुवर्ड्स द एंड, last 15-20 minutes, I will show you a very very different way of solving geometry. I hate geometry, but this is a way which I like to use, wherein geometry can be solved एकदम देख के खाली और कुछ नहीं. ठीक है? सो गायब मत होना, देखते रहो. कम ऑन, क्विकली ट्राई दिस वन. How late is it to develop this kind of thinking? Not a lot, यार. श्रीलंका से ज्यादा मार्क्स तो मॉक में आते हैं. So Kushal is saying he scores more than what Sri Lanka scored versus India. Lovely. How to, yeah, you can, Arindam, I would say you can develop this thinking from today, right? You can just sit down and you can just try. Wherever you see n वाली फंडा आ रहा है, wherever you see a lot of variables are coming in, try looking at substitution. Substitution का criteria is you should abide by all the data given in the question. You should abide by just that and all the conditions that are mentioned in the question. As long as you're abiding by the data in the question and the conditions in the question, you can substitute values and do it. Okay? Okay, let's have a look at this one. A table of n rows and n columns is created such that the value of the cell in the ith row and the jth column is given by I plus 1 plus j. Some numbers are selected from the table. If it is found that exactly one number has been selected from each row and each column, then the sum of the selected numbers will be equal to. You know me by now. जब भी मैं ये देखता हूँ, I will take n is equal to 1. Right? I will take n is equal to 1. If n is equal to 1, you have a table with one row and one column. One row and one column. Right? Such that the value of the cell in the ith row and jth column. अगर एक ही row and एक ही column है, which means one cell, then I and j also have to be equal to 1. There is no other possibility. It has to be 1. Correct? One row, one column. So the value of this cell is I plus 1 plus j, which is 1 plus 1 plus 1, which is 3. Correct? As simple as that. Some numbers are selected. There is only one number, so I will select that number. It is found that exactly one number has been selected from each row and each column. Yes. एक ही row है, एक ही column. I have selected one number from one row and one column. Done. Then the sum of the selected numbers will be equal to. So the answer should be 3, when n is equal to 1. Put n equals 1, you get 2. Wrong. Put n equals 1, you get 1. Wrong. Put n equals 1, you get 3. Possible. Put n equals 1, you get 2. Wrong. Only possible answer C. We are done. We are done. Why will I take 3 into 3 Tushya? I will take 1. n is equal to 1. मैं इतनी मेहनत भी क्यों करूं? 1 row 1 column, which means 1 cell. As simple as that. Simple. Clear? Clear? Easy? Simple enough? Done? Sir, I want these type of sessions by only you on LR as well. Okay, I'll try coming back for that. But समझ आया कि नहीं guys? Easy. गायब हो, कोई responses ही नहीं दे रहा है. As simple as that. There is never any condition saying that. ठीक है? ठीक है? You take n equals to, then you have to take any value, right? If you take n equals to n rows, n columns, which is 2 rows, 2 columns, such that the value of the ith row and jth column is given by, okay, such that the value of the ith row and jth column, let's take I is equal to 1, j is equal to 1, okay, ith row and jth column is given by I plus 1 plus j. Some numbers are selected from the table. You will found that exactly one number has been selected from each row and each column. Exactly one from each row and each column. So you will take 1 here, 1 here. Okay, then you will have to do their sum. Okay, 1 here and 1 here. You can do and do their sum. As simple as that. Clear? Clear? Easy? समझ आया? ये वाले सेल का अगर ले लिया तो क्या होगा? You get equals 3. फिर I equals 2, J equals 2 ले लिया, you get equals 5. Sum should be equals 8. N को मैंने क्या लिया था? N को मैंने 2 लिया था. 4 plus 1, 5, no. 2. So cut, this is 3, no. 4 into 2, 8, satisfies. 3 into 2, 6, does not satisfy. Answer would still be C. Clear? Clear? If you take n equals 2, these will be the 2 cells. Because exactly one value from each row, each cell. Clear? Let's quickly get moving. चलो ये वाला ट्राई करो जल्दी जल्दी एकदम हड़बड़ी में. नंबर्स सोचा नंबर्स की भी एक क्वेश्चन तो बनता है यार नंबर्स का. ओके क्विकली. Students are awestruck, so the responses have gone down just like yesterday's match all out. Lols. Okay. No sir, I was stating that since it doesn't say we can take n equals 1, so we can take it as 1. Understood? Yeah, Aditya, I was stating this because somebody else stated, so can we try with n equals 2? So in the can multiple options be correct too? If yes, then how to proceed? No, only one option will be correct, but when you substitute a particular value, one option or two options might be correct, right? So then you need to substitute another value and see. Thin substitution, that's the only thing that you have to do. Okay? Sir, I want to say Gautam Bawa ki jai. Okay. Okay. I straight away marked it with last year. हाँ मैंने बोला last year के थोड़े questions तो मैं डालूंगा, right? पर काफी न्यू भी है इस साल के. I hope Aditya you're seeing many of them are new. Few same as last year. Geometry में you will find a few same as last year and few new as well. Okay, try this one. चलो जल्दी जल्दी टाइम क्यों लगा रहे हो? Okay, let's pick it up. For some natural number n, assume that 15,000 factorial is divisible by n factorial factorial. Largest possible value of n is. In these questions, I just want to go by options. What is the largest value of n as per options? It's 7, right? Start with that. 15,000 factorial by 7 factorial factorial. 15,000 factorial. What is 7 factorial? 6 factorial is 720. 7 factorial is 5040. So divided by 50 factorial. That's all you're left. 15,000 factorial by 5,040 factorial. ये तो पूरा कटेगा आप जानते ही हो. Because 15,000 factorial can be written as 5040 factorial into 5041 into 5042 into so on and so forth till 15,000. Right? This whole thing divided by 5040 factorial. So 5040 factorial goes there. So 7 factorial divides. That has to be the answer. I don't even need to check anything else. I don't even need to check anything else. Clearly जा रहा है. Right? For example, numerator 7 factorial is 7 factorial is divisible by 3 factorial, 2 factorial, 4 factorial, 5 factorial, 6 factorial, all factorials below it. Same this. Clear? Yes or no? समझ आ गया तो easy peasy. Sir, question is LOD 0, 0.1. People are confused why this was even asked. Because when this was asked in CAT, many people could not answer. वही मैं बोल रहा हूँ और कुछ नहीं. Try this one, come on. Try this one. I thought something missing in the question seemed way too easy. Okay, good. ऐसा ही होना चाहिए. तो ऐसा तो सब हो जाएगा ना. Yes. क्वेश्चन वॉज मैक्सिमम ना विताली, मैक्सिमम वैल्यू चाहिए थी. अगर 8 फैक्टोरियल होता, इमेजिन 7 के बाद आप 8 कर रहे हो, तो 7 फैक्टोरियल में 5040 आया था. अब 8 फैक्टोरियल होगा तो इंटू 8 कर लो, 3240. 40320 होगा. 40320 फैक्टोरियल विल नॉट डिवाइड 15,000 फैक्टोरियल ना, बिकॉज 40,320 इज ग्रेटर देन 15,000. सो इसलिए 7 फैक्टोरियल हाईएस्ट है. Easy questions are more puzzling sometimes than difficult ones. Yes, because we sometimes can't buy the fact. इतना easy question आ गया, ये कैसे हो सकता है? हो ही नहीं सकता. यार आ जाते हैं. Tanma, easier methods to solve, easier. You're right, but there can be something even easier, right? Think. Okay. If A1, A2, etc. are in AP, the value of this sum S is equal to 1 by A1 plus A2 plus 1 by A2 plus A3 till 1 by AN, sorry, root over AN plus root over AN plus 1. Can you tell me how many terms are there in this sum? Can you tell me how many terms are there in this sum? How many terms are there in this sum? How many terms are there in this sum? First has A1, A2, second has A2, A3. So first term A1, second term A2, similarly nth term AN. So the number of terms is equal to n. Number of terms is equal to n, yes or no? Yes or no? In this sum, number of terms is equal to n, correct? So n is the variable. Also look at the option, n is the variable. Let me assume n is equal to 1. So the value of this sum will be root over A1 plus 1 by root over A1 plus root over A2. Correct? Correct. Let's put n equals 1 in the option. First one is root over A1 plus root A2, possible. Second is 0 upon, not possible. Fourth is 0 upon, not possible. C is 1 upon root over A1 minus root over A2, which is not possible. Answer is 1 over root over plus A2. Wrong. Only possible answer is done. Khatam kahani. Some of you all are saying put A1 is equal to A2 is equal to A3 is equal to A4. Not needed, yaar. Put n equals 1. Kahani over. End of story. What are you doing? One of you all said this, I think. Somebody posted that. I think Karthik or somebody said put n equals 1. Absolutely. वही करना है. Over. Over. Clear? Clear? समझ आया? n equals 1. Just put it. Option में वही तो है जो नहीं था. CC? CC? Let's move to the next one. Now till now in all the questions we were substituting values. n नहीं पता था, x नहीं पता था, a नहीं पता था, ये नहीं पता, वो नहीं. अब क्या है? You will get questions where everything is known but the options are huge. We will try to convert the question in the form of n, b, so on and so forth. Clear? Clear? You will try to convert it in the form of something. Okay, we will try to convert it in the form of something. Clear? Cool. Let's have a look at it. Let's look at this question now. Try this question. Try this question. Find the sum of root over 1 plus 1 by 1 squared plus 1 by 2 squared plus root over 1 by 1 plus 1 by 2 squared plus 1 by 3 squared till root over 1 by 1 plus 1 by 2000 square plus 1 by 2008 square. Okay, this is a new method which I am teaching for the first time. I am not expecting you to solve it now. Okay, answer the questions which I ask you. Answer the questions which I ask you. First and foremost, tell me this. How many terms are there in this sum? How many terms are there in this sum? Okay. How many terms are there in this sum? Okay. How many terms are there in this sum? One term, two terms, till this. How many terms are there? Can you tell me? How many terms are there in this sum? In this question? 2007 terms. So I can say number of terms is 2007. Now look at the options basis this, that n is 2007. I can say option 1 is n plus 1 minus 1 upon n plus 1. Option 2 is n minus 1 upon n. Option C is n minus 1 upon n plus 1. Option D is n plus 1 minus 1 upon n. Yes or no? Yes or no? Can I state this or no? Can I state this or no, guys? Yes or no? There are 2007 terms. N is 2007. So number of terms जो है options भी देखो उस terms के आसपास खेल रहा है, वो n के terms में ही खेल रहा है. Under normal circumstances, they would have given you this question in n till n terms what to do this and that. ये तो वो लोग ने n 2007 दे दिया इसलिए मैं सब्स्टिट्यूट नहीं कर पा रहा. मैंने इसको n के टर्म में कर दिया. Am I clear till here? Everybody, yes? Now put n is equal to 1. Now put n is equal to 1. So what do I get? If n is 1, only this option, this is there. Nothing else. Which is root over 1 plus 1 plus 1/4. Which is 8 plus 1 root over 9 by 4, which is 3 by 2. Which is 3 by 2. Remember n was 1. Remember n was 1. All the options have a minus. All the options have a minus. So 3 by 2 is 2 minus half. It is 2 minus half. Remember n was 1, it is 2 minus half. So the answer was n plus 1 minus 1 upon n plus 1, which is option A, and that is my answer and I am done. Which was option A, that is my answer and I am done. Is that clear? Is that clear? CC? CC? कुछ करने की जरूरत नहीं है. I am converting a specific case to a general case now. I am doing the reverse. अभी तक सब लोग उल्टा करते थे, हमने उल्टा किया. n होता था सब्स्टिट्यूट मारते थे, अब मैं स्पेसिफिक केस को जनरल कर दूंगा ताकि मैं n इक्वल्स 1 सब्स्टिट्यूट कर पाऊं. मेरे को तो भाई सब्स्टिट्यूट करना ही है. दैट्स द फंडा. क्लियर? कूल? सीसी? इट्स फन, राइट? Good, right? I like this method. I really enjoy this question. I really enjoy it. Okay? Lovely. Like करो सेशन को. टीम फिर से बोल रही है. N to the power CC. Go like. Try this one. Try this one. Now, this is actual CAT 2019. 3-4 साल पहले आया है. Same way से solve किया यार मैंने. Same way से. Think of it. If the population of a town is P in the beginning of any year, then it becomes 3 plus 2P in the beginning of the next year. If the population in the beginning of 2019 is 1000, then the population in the beginning of 2034 will be. So questions like root over. यार whenever those questions come ना, I like to go by options. कि options में देखो तुम्हारी value क्या आ रही है. समझो ऐसा कुछ हो, ठीक है. रूट ओवर 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus हो. तो एक तो बोल दो x is equal to this. So x squared is equal to 7 plus x and solve. वो तो normal है. दूसरा is just look at this. The answer of this is 7 plus root 7 plus something. तो ये वाले पार्ट अगर मैं देखूँ, √7 प्लस रूट, ये वाला जो रूट है इसके अंदर 7 प्लस √7 इज 2 पॉइंट समथिंग, मतलब ये वाला जो पार्ट है वो √9 से ज्यादा है, मतलब आंसर 3 से ज्यादा है। फाइनल आंसर √10 से ज्यादा है, आंसर 3 से ज्यादा है। ऑप्शन में देखूंगा कौन सा ऑप्शन 3 से ज्यादा है, एंड देन विल डू इट, ठीक है। Arindam is saying this is magic of another level. Not magic, yaar. This is just keeping your eyes open. Okay, let's look at this question. If the population of a town is P in the beginning of any year, then it becomes 3 plus 2P in the beginning of the next year. If the population in the beginning of 2019 is 1000, then the population in the beginning of 2034. From beginning of 2019 to beginning of 2034 is how many years? From beginning of 2019 to beginning of 2034 is how many years? Guys, beginning of 2019 से beginning of 2034, how many years? I need to know that, because that's the only variable, that's the predominant variable. मेरे को उस variable से खेलना है, right? How many years is that? From beginning of 2019 to beginning of 2034, 15 years, right? 15, देखो 15, 15, 15, 14. I will convert this to a general case. Option 1 is 1003 to the power of n plus 6. Option C is 1003 into 2 to the power of n minus 3. 977 to the power of n minus 3. 977 into 2 to the power of n minus 1 plus 3. I have converted this to a generalized case. Clear? Because n is 15, यहाँ पे जा 15 है उसको n कर दिया, फिर जा 14 है उसको वो कर दिया. Clear? Now let's put n equals 1. If n is 1, तो मतलब 2020 के beginning में क्या value होगी? 2019 was 1000, 2020 के beginning will be 3 plus 2 into 1000, which means 2003. Put n equals 1 is option 1. You get 1003 plus 6, which is 1009, not possible. In option 2, 977 minus 3, 974, not possible. In option C, 1003 into 2, which is 2006 minus 3, 2003, possible. 977 into 2 to the power of n minus 1, which means 2 to the power of 0. Answer is 3, not possible. Answer is option C, that is the answer. You are done. You are done. Convert specific cases to generalized and you can get to an answer. Clear? Clear? Easy? समझो, मुझे समझ नहीं आ रहा मुझे करना क्या है, इस वे से करूंगा. Clear? Done? CC? I am done with everything. Now comes the last part. Now comes the last part. This part is the part. First, say the CCs. Go like the session, all of that, right? वो सब खत्म करो. This part is the part which deals with the area which I do not like in quant. I personally feel I'm not good at geometry. I don't like too much of geometry. मेरे को क्लोज्ड ज्योमेट्री थोड़ा बहुत समझ आता है. व्हेन आई से क्लोज्ड, मेरे को 2D समझ आता है, मेरे को स्क्वायर समझ आता है, मेरे को ट्रायंगल समझ आता है, मेरे को पॉलीगन समझ आता है, हेक्सागन. मेरे को आप कोन दे दो, सिलेंडर दे दो, पिरामिड दे दो, envisioning all of that, I'm not good at it. I don't like it also. I'm not good at it also. So for geometry, there is a methodology that at least I developed when I was preparing, which is CAT mein, they always state all figures are drawn to scale, right? Scale. Now you don't have a ruler. You can't carry it in CAT, right? VVS is saying crystal diamond, okay? Karthik is saying these are the best. Lovely. So I don't have that, right? I don't have that. But what do I have in CAT with me? What are the items that you will carry with you in CAT? What are the items that you will carry with you in CAT? Tell me. What items will you carry with you in CAT? जल्दी बताओ. CAT पे what are the items that you will have with yourself? बताएगा नहीं कोई तो हम कैसे आगे बढ़ेंगे? जल्दी बताओ. तुम्हें तो पता है. What all will they allow you to take? Pen. No, they will not allow you to take pen. But yeah, they will give you a pen for sure. But they will not allow you. Fingers. Lovely. That is very good. What else? Admit card होगा? ID proof होगा? ये दो चीजें होंगी, yes or no? Admit card and ID proof, right? यार अपना ID proof समझो. I take my driver's license. What I will go and do is I will measure this side, I will measure this side, and for each of them for each of them I will do this. I will put small marks at 1 centimeter. 1 centimeter. Why? So that I can just measure. I can just measure. अगर मेरे को देखने में अच्छा नहीं लगता मैं measure करके कर पाऊँ, ये 1 centimeter है. So this is half of total. This is half of total. Those sort of things I can measure. I will just mark it धीरे से, light pen pencil से. If you get caught, you don't know me, I don't know you. ठीक है? We don't know each other. I have never stated this. हटा देंगे ये. I'm not asking you to cheat. I'm just saying utilize the things at your disposal, right? And I will use it to measure figures given on the screen. And I will solve questions through that. Okay? Let's see how. Let's see how. Now, I don't want you to go ahead and solve. I want you to read the question. I want you to read the question and then we will try and solve this. Okay? A circle with radius 2 is placed against a right angle. Another smaller circle is also placed as shown in the adjoining figure. What is the radius of the smaller circle? ठीक है? ठीक है? A circle with radius 2 is placed against a right angle. Another circle is also placed as shown in the adjoining figure. What is the radius of the smaller circle? Question पढ़ लिया? Everybody's read the question? Question done? All done? As simple as that? Question done? Read it? Cool? Okay? Read it? जल्दी जल्दी. Done? ठीक है? अरे you don't need आधार वाधार right now. Just follow my method. ठीक है? Okay? Question done? Read? Okay? ये लोग ने कहा रेडियस 4 है, सॉरी रेडियस 2 है. This is 2. That means ये अगर है, ये पूरा पार्ट 2 है. Yes or no? Yes or no? From here to here, this is 2. Yes or no, guys? Yes or no? Correct? Correct? हाफ करो, हाफ. इधर आ जाओ मिडवे. मिडवे आता हूं, यहां आऊंगा. This is 1. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes? No? 1. इसका मिडवे आ जाओ. यहीं कहीं आ रहा है. सॉरी, यहीं कहीं आ रहा है. So this looks like 0.5. It looks like this radius will be in and around 0.5. Yes or no? Yes or no? Clear? सर्कल का रेडियस 2 है. ये पूरा 2 था, मेजर करके ये 0.5 लग रहा है ना. मानते हो कि नहीं? देख के 0.5 लग रहा है. करेक्ट? यस और नो? 1 से गारंटीड कम है, 0.5 के आसपास आंसर है. डू यू अग्री? करेक्ट. लेट्स लुक एट द ऑप्शंस नाउ. प्लीज कीप इन माइंड √2 is 1.4, √3 is 1.7. Look at option 1. 2 into √2, which is 2 into 1.4, 2.8. 5 minus 2.8 is 2.2. यार आंसर तो हाफ के आसपास है, तो 2.2 तो नहीं होगा. 4 minus 2 √2. 2 √2 is again 2.8. 4 minus 2.8, 1.2. हाफ के आसपास है, नहीं होगा. 7 minus 4 √2. 4 √2. 4 into 1.4, 5.6. 7 minus 5.6, 1.4 के आसपास, नहीं होगा. Only possible is D, that is the answer. 4 √2 is 1.4 into 4, 5.6. 6 minus 5.6, 0.4, that's the answer. In and around half. Yes or no? Yes or no? Always remember figures are drawn to scale. What scale? I don't know. Scale could be Mount Everest. Scale could be this piece of paper. It is always to scale. Some scale. तुम्हें मेजर करके देखते तो वो लग रहा है कि नहीं, स्केल है कि नहीं. अगर लगेगा स्केल खराब है, मैं चेंज करूंगा. आई विल रीड्रॉ द फिगर. क्लियर? इजी? सीसी? इजी? क्लियर? दीज आर हैक्स आई नीडेड टू डेवलप, अदरवाइज आई कांट सॉल्व. ठीक है? ये सब कैट के क्वेश्चन है भाई. चलो ट्राई नेक्स्ट वन. ट्राई दिस वन. सेम वे से करूंगा मैं, सेम वे. ठीक है? सेम वे से. ठीक है? लेट्स ट्राई इट आउट. In the following figure, the diameter of the circle is 3. AB and MN are two diameters such that MN is perpendicular to AB. हाँ लग रहा है, सब ठीक लग रहा है. AB looks like the diameter. AB and MN perpendicular भी लग रहा है. It all looks right, perfect. ठीक है? ठीक है? ये सही लग रहा है. Very good. In addition, CG is perpendicular to AB. CG is perpendicular to AB. AB सही लग रहा है. No problem. जिंदगी सही चल रही है. सही चल रही है, ठीक है। ये ट्रिक के बाद ऐसा लग रहा है बेकार में ज्योमेट्री के लेक्चर्स किए। अच्छा ओके, सब में नहीं हो गया, थोड़ी जगहों में हो गया। लेट्स सी। ओके, इन एडिशन CG इज परपेंडिकुलर टू AB सच दैट AE is to EB is 1:2। नाउ ये देखो, AE is to EB 1:2, मतलब ये अगर x है, ये x होगा, ये x होगा, ये 1:2 लग नहीं रहा ना। This doesn't look like 1:2. Am I correct? Am I correct? This does not look like 1:2. It looks more like 1:3. So I will change to make it 1:2. E को यहां के ले आते हैं और रीड्रॉ कर देते हैं, because I needed drawn to scale. I needed drawn to scale. 1:2 लगा नहीं, मैंने 1:2 कर दिया. Am I clear till here? This is your new C. This is your new G. This is your new A. Obviously, what will you do? You will draw this figure on your piece of paper again. Just that you will draw it to scale, ताकि 1:2 लगे. Clear? Am I clear till here, everybody? Am I clear till here? अभी 1:2 लग रहा है? 1:2 लग रहा है? 1:2 लग रहा है everybody? I want confirmation. AE is to EB 1:2 लग रहा है? इतना 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 लग रहा है ना? 1:2. Clear? Yes, no? Clear? Am I clear till here? Okay. And DF is perpendicular to MN. So DF is perpendicular to MN. ये भी सही है. Perpendicular. Such that NL is to LM is 1:2. ये तो 1:2 लग रहा है. ये तो 1:2 लग रहा है. ये 1 पार्ट, यहां पे जाएगा 2 पार्ट, ये 3 पार्ट. ये तो 1:2 लग रहा है. Clear? Yes or no? Yes or no? Clear? So now the figure is drawn to scale. अब जिंदगी सही हो गई है. अब जिंदगी सही हो गई है. Figure was not drawn to scale. I have ensured it's drawn to scale. Clear? जिंदगी is good. Life is good. Okay. Now the question is, अब वैल्यू देखता हूं. Diameter is 3 centimeters. That means AB is 3. So what will be the value of AE? What will be the value of AE? If AB is 3, what will be the value of AE if it is 1:2? AB is 3. AE की वैल्यू क्या होगी? Yes, you are right. It will be 1. And EB will be 2. Yes or no? Yes or no? Am I clear? Am I clear? Am I clear? Yes or no? AE is 1. AE is 1. Guys, in the chat box, stop talking about ACADs. Focus here. Try solving. AE is 1. Let's look at DH. So the value of DH, if I drop a perpendicular, DH is slightly less than AE. It is slightly less than AE. So DH is slightly less than 1. Slightly. Am I clear till here? DH is slightly less than 1. Let's look at the options. Root 2 is 1.4. Root 2 is 1.4. Right? Root 2 is 1.4. 2 into 1.4 is 2.8 minus 1, which is 1.8. No. 2 root 2 minus 1 by 2, that is 0.9. Possible. 3 root 2, 1.4 into 3, 5.2 minus 1, 4.2. 4.2 upon 2, 2.1. Not possible. 3 root 2 minus 1, which is 4.2. 3 root 2 is 4.2 minus 1, 3.2 by 1. 3.2 by 1 greater than 1, 1 point something, not possible. Only one option less than 1, answer is option B, that's the answer. Done and dusted. Done and dusted. Because the answer has to be less than that. अगर आँख खुली है तो ये हो सकता है. Clear? Clear? CC? CC, everyone? Clear? So I drew the figure to scale again. Then I just stated DH जिसकी वैल्यू चाहिए slightly less than AE. AE is 1. Answer has to be less than 1. एक ही option है. Done. Sorted. Life is sorted. Let's move to the next one. CAT 2017 slot 1. CAT 2017 slot 1. Let's try this. Ayan is saying क्या कर रहे हो यार? Solve कर रहा हूँ और क्या कर रहा हूँ? Let's try this. The vertices of a triangle are 0, 0, 4, 0, 3, 9. The area of the circle passing through these 3 points is. Okay? Okay? Why DH is less than E? यार clear figure में नहीं दिख रहा. Can't you see figure में? DH is less than E. मैंने यहाँ पे ऐसे ड्रॉ भी कर दिया था उसके, ए बी इज द डायमीटर ना, तो ए ही तो डायमीटर का पार्ट है, और फिर उसके नीचे एक कॉर्ड है जिसमें डीएच है, सेम है पैरेलल, डीएच का लेंथ ए से कम ही होगा ना, लार्जेस्ट कॉर्ड ऑफ द सर्कल इज द डायमीटर. oops sorry. Okay, so let's try solving this. Let's try plotting this on a graph. Okay, 0 0, then 4 0, so 1 2 3 4, then 3 9 है, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, 3 9 यहाँ कहीं आएगा. This is my triangle. Will you agree, guys? This is the triangle. Do you agree with this? Yes, no? Do you agree? Guys, everybody? Does everybody agree that this is the triangle? थक गया, काफी लंबा सेशन हो गया ना. I have 2 more questions. I hope you all are not tired. 2 more questions. You want me to continue, right? Want me to do this? Should I continue? मैं एक साथ 1.25 घंटे से बोल रहा हूँ. Should I continue? Should we do this? Yeah? Agree? Lovely. So AC. What is the length of AC? दिख के ही समझ आ रहा है 4 है. What is the length of AB? It will be root over 3 minus 0 whole squared plus 9 minus 0 whole square, which is root 90. What is the length of BC? It will be root over 4 minus 3 whole square, which is 1 squared, which is 1, plus 0 minus 9 whole square, which is 81. So root 82. So in the 3 sides, what are the sides? 4, root 90 and root 82, correct? So the largest side is AB equals root 90, correct? Yes, no? अब मैं जब एक सर्कल बनाऊंगा around this, when I make a circle around this, this side AB, either this side AB will be the diameter or this will be a chord and the diameter will be bigger than this. Yes or no? Either this side AB will be the diameter or this will be the chord and the diameter will be more than this. Yes or no? Agreed? Yes or no? Correct? Either this AB is the diameter, I hope you've understood. Either this AB is the diameter or it is just a normal chord in the circle. Clear? That means the diameter is greater than equal to root 90. It is greater than equal to AB. यहाँ तो वो AB है, यहाँ उससे ज़्यादा है. So radius is greater than equal to root 90 by 2. So area, which is pi r squared, is greater than equal to pi into 90 by 4. 90 by 4 is 22.5. So area is greater than equal to 22.5 pi. The answer will be greater than equal to 22.5 pi. Has to be. Look at the options. First वाला 180 by 22 होता है, 189, 198. So it is greater than 22.5 pi. Greater than that. Because 22.5 pi कितने पे आता? It would have come at 202.5. ये वाला कितना आ रहा है? 153. So 17 point something pi less. 14 pi by 3 is 4 point something pi less. This is 2 point something pi. Only possible answer is this. This is the answer. As simple as that. As simple as that. What did I do? I plotted it on the graph. Then I found out the length of the 3 sides. Now we know these 3 sides are either the chords or one of them is the diameter. The longest side is AB, root 90. The longest chord in a circle is the diameter. So either the diameter is AB or the diameter will be bigger than AB. So the diameter is greater than equal to root 90. That means radius is greater than equal to root 90 by 2. So area is greater than equal to pi into 90 by 4, which is greater than equal to 22.5. Done. Clear? CC? समझ आया? Clear? Actual CAT questions, in case you all feel कि मैं खुद कुछ भी कर रहा हूँ, भैया ये CAT में आता है, मैं बस solve कर रहा हूँ. Clear? Clear? Today is not the day for conventional method, but conventionally obviously ज्योमेट्री से ये सॉल्व हो जाएगा. ओके, टुडे इज जस्ट द मेथड डे फॉर स्मार्ट मेथड्स. ओके, क्लियर. कन्वेंशनल मेथड से करना होता मैं ये क्वेश्चन ही नहीं करता. राइट, एज आई सेड, आई एम नॉट अ ज्योमेट्री एफिशिएनाडो. I just solve all of this through hacks, my hacks of solving it. Okay, let's look at this. An ant starts from point A and crawls along the surface of the cylinder to reach point B. A से मैं B जा रहा हूँ, ठीक है, vertically above it. The path followed by the ant is equal to that of 4 identical spirals as shown in the figure. So, ठीक है, ऐसे ऐसे ऐसे, ठीक है, ऐसे ऐसे ऐसे. Clear? Okay. Find the radius of the circle that circumscribes a square such that the perimeter of the square is equal to the distance traversed by the ant. ठीक है, क्या हुआ? Not root 9 plus 81, root 1 plus 81. Oh, Chimki, root 1 plus 81 was the other side. It is side BC. Look at side AB. Side AB is root 90. Hence I took root 90. समझ आ गया? Okay. So मेरे को radius of that circle which will circumscribe a square such that the perimeter of the square is equal to the distance traveled by the ant चाहिए. ठीक है? Diameter of the cylinder is given and the height is 16 units is given. Okay. This is the question. Now tell me one thing. Tell me one thing. The ant is going like this. So the distance, imagine if the ant was just going in a straight line, A to B, A to B. तब वो कितना travel करता? 16. But the ant is going spiral. So actually the ant is traveling greater than 16. Yes or no? Yes or no? The actual distance traveled by the ant is greater than 16. Yes or no? Greater than or equal to 16. Yes or no? Because the shortest length is this AB. Shortest length is AB. Will you agree? Will all of you agree? Will you agree? Everybody. Shortest length is AB. Correct? Correct, everybody? Clear? So the distance traveled by the ant is surely greater than 16. Am I correct? Yes or no? Right? So the perimeter should be greater than 16. Because this distance traveled by the ant, what is this? Find the radius of the circle which circumscribes a square such that the perimeter of the square is equal to the distance traveled by the ant. So distance traveled is 16. So perimeter greater than 16. Imagine if perimeter was 16. तो side क्या होता? Side of square 4 होता. Side 4 होता. And if I get a circle circumscribing a square, I know that the diameter is nothing but the diagonal. And the diagonal of a square is side root 2, which means in this case 4 root 2. That means the diameter of the square would be 4 root 2. That means the circle का radius would be 2 root 2, which means 2.8. So अगर perimeter 16 होता, radius 2.8 होता, but perimeter is more than that. So the radius should be greater than 2.8. Am I clear till here? Am I clear till here? Clear? Radius should be greater than 2.8. Let's look at the options now. Radius should be greater than 2.8. Let's look at the option. First one is 2.5 out. Next one is 5 by root 2, which is 5 by 1.4. This is 3 point something. So greater hai, possible. Root 5 by 2, which is 2 point something by 2. It is 1 point something out. Root 5 by 3, 2 point something by 3. It is point something out. Only possible answer is option B and we are done. Correct? Correct? So what did I state? I said the shortest distance ant can travel is straight line AB. This shortest distance is 16. Actual distance will be more than that. So shortest possible perimeter is 16. Actual perimeter will be more than that. If perimeter is 16, side is 4. Actual side will be more than that. If side is 4, diagonal is side root 2, 4 root 2, which is also the same as the diameter. But actual will be more than that. So the radius is 2 root 2. Actual will be more than that. So the radius will be greater than 2 root 2, which is greater than 2.8. समझ आ गया? Clear? One last question coming up before I go there. सब जाके यार लाइक ठोक दो. मेरी टीम मुझे पीछे से बोली जा रही है, पढ़ा रहे हो लाइक भी ले लो. उनका भी KRA हो जाएगा, लाइक एंड व्यूज वाला. Let their KRA also get accomplished. Let them also be happy. Please go do it. Do it now. Okay? Jaldi. Jaldi, jaldi, jaldi. Let's look at the last question of the day. Last question of the day. Marathon session हो गया. Pratham is saying this guy is a magician. Not really, dude. Not really. These are just hacks to solve questions. Okay, let's have a look at this last question for the day. 25. Promised you I'll do 20 to 25 doing all of them. In triangle ABC, okay. थक गया. Okay. In triangle ABC, altitudes AD and BE are drawn to the corresponding bases. If angle BAC is 45, angle ABC is theta, then AD by BE is equal to. Okay. Absolutely right, Shrenik. Absolutely right. Okay. Aditya, I've picked up so many questions from CAT 2022 itself that you can't really state that. Okay. Okay. So let's look at this. The only unknown in this question is this value theta, yes or no? The only unknown in this question is this value theta, yes or no? So let's actually go ahead and take theta equals 90 degrees. If I take theta equals 90 degrees, then this is my triangle B, A, C. फिर बोल रहा है altitudes AD. A से altitude डालूंगा, so B and D will coincide. Great, no problem. No problem. Let B and D coincide. I have no problem. Okay. ABC, altitude AD and BE. So let me draw perpendicular BE. Sorry. B. BAC is 45. So this is 45. This is 45. Now if this is 90, so this is 45. That means this is also 45. Am I correct till here? Am I correct till here? सब समझ आ गया? Clear? यहाँ तक? I have purposely taken ABC as right angle. Why? Theta was unknown. B and D को मैंने coincide करवा दिया. मेरा काम easier हो गया. मेरे को जिंदगी में कुछ सोचना ही नहीं है. AD is becoming equal to AB for me, as simple as that, right? Now if all of this is 45, now you can take anything. Now you can take anything. ठीक है? Let's assume AB is 1, BC is 1. So the entire length AC will be equal to root 2. AC will be equal to root 2. Now since it's a right angled isosceles triangle, I know C is equal to AE. So this is root 2 by 2, which is 1 by root 2. Clear? Which means BE is also 1 by root 2, because in the triangle AED, it's an isosceles triangle. So BE is also 1 by root 2. So if I look at this, what do I need? I need AD upon BE. AD is same as AB, which is 1. 1 upon 1 by root 2, which is root 2. So the answer should be root 2 when theta is equal to 90 degrees. This is out. If theta is 90, sin theta is 1, cos theta is 0. So 1 plus 0 by root 2, which is 1 by root 2, done. Root 2 into 1, which is, sorry, root 2 into cos 90, which is root 2 into 0, which is out. Root 2 into sin 90, which is root 2 into 1, which is 1. Root 2 and you're done. And you're done. As simple as that. Only possible answer option D, and we are sorted. And we are sorted. Is this clear? Is this clear? Again, actual question from last year itself. थीटा की वैल्यू अज्यूम करो, सॉल्व करो, आगे बढ़ो, जिंदगी खत्म, जिंदगी धान्य. And this brings me to an end of all the questions I had to cover. I've done a lot of questions. Try going ahead and applying some of it. मैं भी थक गया हूँ थोड़ा. I am surely going to meet you in one session called 48 days to CAT, 48 hours to CAT, sorry. उसके अंदर I will also try and show 1 or 2 hacks of DILR. In between, over the next 2 days, next few days also, I will try to come for a session. Family mein there is an operation. My mother's got to go undergo a surgery, a serious surgery. So I might not be available for the next few days to take a few sessions. So it will take a few days, but hopefully I'll be able to come and do it. Gautam Sarupi, thanks for that, Shivam. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope this was fun. If you all liked it, please go like the session on YT. Let the team also be happy. I hope you enjoyed it. The upcoming sessions in the crash course are as follows. Uh, Go ahead, attend all of them. We are trying to have a blast. We're trying to give you the smartest way of solving questions. Uh, Thanks a lot. I hope this was helpful. I hope this helps you. I hope this gives you a little bit of confidence that there are hacks, and I picked up last few years ki questions itself. Hopefully you'll be able to identify even in the exam 2 3 4 questions like this. It'll give you a lot of confidence. Thanks for your wishes. Thanks Rohit. Thanks Tushya. Thanks Pranay. Thanks for your wishes. I'll pass it on to mom as well. Thanks Arindam. So hence, for the next few days, I wouldn't be there. Generally, I bring this session later. I brought it earlier today. I hope you all liked it. I hope this was fun. To those of you who are enrolled, go and watch the recorded videos. I've done all of that. Hopefully that helps you practice as much as possible. I'll catch you in 48 days to CAT as well, very, very soon. Hope things are fine. See you very, very soon. Do follow our YT channel. Do follow us here. And that's it from my end. Thanks a lot. Thank you. Thank you for all your wishes, guys. Thanks a lot. Like GB Sir's magic, don't forget to drop. Okay, thanks a lot. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope it was fun. Do like it, and that's it. Bye bye. See ya. Shubh Ratri, Shabba Khair, whatever it is. And we'll see you very, very soon. See ya. Thanks a lot for your wishes. Yeah. Thank you.